Hello, everyone, and welcome once more to Exit 8 Likes or Exit 8 Clones. I've never decided on what I should properly call this. Technically, it's Exit 8 Clones, that's how I've titled the YouTube videos, but Exit 8 Likes is always an appropriate term as well. This is, of course, the series where we play games inspired by the Exit 8, which is a series that has grown far larger than I ever had once precedented when I started searching these games out. Yes, we've been kind of taking a break from it thanks to Sage and stuff, so in that time, though, there have been more games releasing. I don't even know at this point what is pre-Sage and what is post-Sage at this point, but there's been a few more editions over the time, and my goodness, this series will continue. But today, specifically, we're going to be starting with, as you see here, we have the Howler feed up because I have another situation where my series crisscross. I have a Howler and an Exit 8 like at the same time. Hangar 8 is what we're going to be starting with today. I may go into more Exit 8 likes after that if I feel like it, or this may be a standalone one-game episode of Exit 8 likes. We will see. But, also, hello, Nick. Yeah, welcome, and thanks for following. But, to start us out, of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch, just like Nick Nia did. Thank you for coming by, dude. It really helps out to have more viewers. We're trying to reach partner, and, well, need more people to actually achieve that. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or talk, think about doing so, because it does make a big difference, and we'd also love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a Coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description. Check them out if you feel like it. We also have here today Sheikah and Sirio, and maybe a V will show up later, too. I don't know.
Hey, bye.
Also, this is episode 26 of Exit 8 Clones, I believe. So, if you're new to this series, it's been going a while. And also, I usually play 2 to 3 games in each episode. So, yeah, we played a few. I mean, the tier list. Obviously, we have a tier list going. If you weren't aware of that, here's how we have ranked. This is every game I played and how they rank. Sorry they don't all show on screen, and some of them are blocked by like HUD views, but at this point, this tier list is so large, it had to be full screen. Originally, this was a smaller window, but I had to make it bigger and bigger. So, yeah. But what we're starting with today, let me fire that up. So, we have here a Steam page. That's what we have. Hangar 8. So this game caught my attention. Well, I mean, I play all these I basically have I'm indebted to trying to beat. I just simply want to complete every Exit 8 like if possible.
Hello, Tabby.
Unless, of course, they are ridiculous and rude. Which some of them are, unfortunately. Very glitchy sometimes. These games can either be complete trash, or they can be really quite fun and creative.
I agree with Tubby.
Making things bigger and bigger is always a good time. The Exit 8 list certainly meets that criteria. But, Hangar 8 is a psychological horror set within the unsettling confines of a derelict space station. Brave the looping corridors to get to level 8, discover all the anomalies, collect key items, apparently, and escape the nightmare. This one caught my attention because I actually haven't seen a, sci-fi Exit 8 like yet, I don't believe, so that's kind of neat. One thing about Exit 8 likes is that if a developer simply uses a new, environmental theme, that can actually shake things up quite a bit. Since the game is all about inspecting your environment, if the environment is a unique environment that has not been done in the series, well, guess what? That can make an interesting game. So, psychological horror set within the unsettling confines of a derelict space station. Brave the looping corridors, technology. Yeah, I read this portion. I love when they repeat the blurb in the about section. Anyways, what's up, Sirio?
No, was just saying like the underwater Exit 8 like that we had once.
Yeah, and that game wasn't perfect. Didn't get super duper high on the ranking list admittedly, but I still enjoyed that environment and the fact that you could go up and down as well because you're underwater. So it lets you inspect things from different angles too.
Yeah.
So this game, navigate through Hangar 00, take note of every detail. Explore floors 01 to 08, filled with horrifying anomalies, identify anomalies, and choose your path. Move forward if nothing's amiss, or retreat to avoid danger. So it's a simple case of if no anomaly, advance; if anomaly, retreat. Gather key items scattered across the space stations. They will help you escape this looping hell. That immediately makes me have that flashback to that one, small, strip mall Exit 8, where there was, random key items that showed up in some of the loops that I could collect to, put on a table. I didn't really like that one, specifically because they hid some key items around like an event that killed you. It was really kind of annoying. But it kind of makes me think of that. I'm going to guess that if I don't collect the key items, I don't get the good ending, I'm going to assume. Reach Hangar 8 without anomalies and with all key items to unlock your way out. Yeah. 50 unique anomalies. Some are deadly. Select 6 key items to escape. Find and read the 6 logbooks hidden throughout the space station. Well, it is a derelict space station, so you got to have like audio logs somewhere. That's a rule of video games. So, achievements to gain, player stats to track, fast escape time, total anomalies guess. First game by solo developer Catface. Good. Wait, what is this? What does this system require for the sound card? Would probably be a good idea to have a sound card. Yeah, built-in will do. Good. My PC, my DOS PC speakers will accomplish the task. Good to know. No.
Yay!
Yay.
But yeah, let's take a look at this.
Dig out my Sound Blaster card.
Damn, they don't have a section where they tell me the estimated playtime is 30 minutes to 3 hours. Darn, they don't have that. All right, well, that's okay. We can live without that lovely, repetitive detail that typically exists in these Steam descriptions for these games. But yeah, this one sounds like somebody who is trying to put together a nice little first game. So let's see what they got here.
Yeah.
Okay, Twintel Digital. I do like that logo that you guys can't see. Oh my god! Oh right, I know.
Jeez!
That was a jump scare. Anyways, let me. No, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. First thing I do is turn it down. But yeah, I just want to show the logo's kind of neat. Actually, I'm just going to show you guys if I can.
Guess having this being muted is an advantage.
Okay, never mind. I'm not allowed to show you guys the logo. Apparently. All right, a moment as I reduce the absolutely ridiculous volume of this. Oh, it's loading the options video. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, master volume. That'll do. Wow. Sir, if you're going to have a really grating title theme, maybe turn down the volume a bit. Enable head bobbing. No, thank you, but thank you for having that option. Let's see. I think that's a more reasonable... I bet when I get into game, it'll be quieter, and I suddenly will want the audio higher, but we'll see. Ooh, exclusive full screen. 120 FPS is exactly double of what I care about. Thank you. At least V6 on by default. Okay. Display resolution... non-existent, apparently. Alright, good. Anti-AOC
quality. It probably doesn't exist during full screen.
What's that?
Apparently, probably resolution doesn't exist during full screen and only for windowed mode. That would make sense.
That... yeah, okay, fair enough, actually. I'm gonna put shadows at medium, because I know these games sometimes. Though it seems like they might be going for a low poly art style, which is different. I don't think I've seen low poly art styles for these games usually. That's interesting. You know what, let's keep that back. Okay.
I mean, we've seen an RPG Maker game. That's pretty low poly.
That's true. That's true. Alright, new game. Why does this remind me of that one stuff spelling safe space game? Am I feminine or masculine? Where's the middle option? Alright.
Where's
Where's the dog option?
Where's the dog option?
Am I boy or girl? Arf.
All games need three genders: boy, girl, and dog.
I like how I bumped my mouse and my character had a seizure. Alright, this mouse sensitivity is a little high. Let's see. Wait, what's that? Medical 050. Oh! Oh, the anomaly counter. So there's an anomaly counter, I see. That's cool.
Yeah, probably
also,
where you are.
What did I tell you, by the way? Really obnoxiously loud titles theme, but now that I'm in gameplay, it's fine. I can turn it back up. There. Actually, that's still kind of loud. There. Do that. Maybe that. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's see here. So this is actually interesting. We've seen this before. There it is, mouse sensitivity. I was looking for that. I need like a lot down. All right, there we go. Let's see how that feels. That's better. That's better. I love when people use the low poly art style, but also it doesn't help save frames at all. Like, it's kind of funny to me. All right, let's see how's that. That's a bit smoother. It's a little low, but whatever. But yeah, we've seen this low poly art style stuff before. This guy got messed up. We see this in a lot of howlers actually. This low poly art style is like really easy to make games in, kind of, at least 3D games compared to like more advanced assets, because the low poly stuff always meshes together from different asset packs, so people like using it because it does mesh well with itself, you know. You mix and match and it still looks okay. But I think I will give this game a reward immediately, because I think this is the first time I've seen this low poly art pack, which I've seen all over the place on Howler for Hours, but I think this is the first time I've seen it in an Exit 8 like, which is intriguing. So, I've never...
Both low poly and space are new concepts for Exit 8.
Oh, I found a flashlight. Naturally, when I turned the flashlight on, the game had to load that. Okay.
It needs
so
to
that might be one
process
of-
the seconds of flash.
Well, I'm glad I found that. I feel like I
is-
could have just left without picking that up very easily.
Yeah,
Okay.
the question is the flashlight one of those 6 items you need to finish the game?
I don't know. It was hidden, though. Well, now I have the flashlight. Let's look for items, I guess. I mean, okay, I'll say this immediately. Oh, that looks like a log. Let's see here. Emergency notice to all personnel. A severe containment breach has occurred due to a recent anomalous activity. Evacuate towards Hangar S. A dangerous blah, blah, blah has been released within the facility. Immediate action is required to secure your safety and that of the entire station. Medical bay, lockdown. Hangar. The hangar status is Stragetikba. Okay, gotcha. Hydroponics lab locked down. Tanome is Erfina. Okay. Science lab quarantined due to Rafian strategic back. Good to know. Crew quarters are rejected. Okay. Command center emergency access only, and reactors of emergency power. Medical bay emergency override instructions. In light of a prior incident involving Dr. Ranchmino, a makeshift override button has been installed. I realize these are glitchy text, but it's fun to read about. So lock the medical bay door, locate the Nick Constitution 6 sharp, and press the emergency override button. Okay, so they're basically making me puzzle solve as well as go through anomalies. All right.
That's not glitchy text. That looks like someone legit keyboard smashed.
There's some legitimate like ambition here. Actually, I'm actually not feeling too bad about that. Let's see. So I can't just open this. I gotta do something. I see. So it said I should be. Well, it was glitchy text, but it said I should locate something and press a button. So. What do I locate? So it's really interesting though when you think about it, because this low poly art style is like, you know, untextured, polygons, simple, low poly. So how does one do an Exit 8 like with this style? That's actually kind of an intriguing question, because we have simpler graphics here, which actually could really service the Exit 8 like formula, because sometimes the worst. I play some Exit 8 likes where there's too many details in the environment, and it became such a slog to actually notice what changed because there's just too much going on. So low poly art style could really benefit an Exit 8 like, despite the fact that I have historically always hated this particular low poly style. I don't like it very much. I have played some games that use it well though. Swords of Magic and stuff uses it, and it's pretty fun. I'm not fond of the style, but I see the potential of it for this. Of course, I won't be able to see the potential for this unless I get out of this room. So, let's see. What do you want me to use? Is that I cannot pick the syringe gun up, if you're wondering. Oh, hold on.
Aww.
There's interaction on this. I can tell because there's a little gear. But I can't open it. Okay. It's not a lot in this environment, so I'm just kind of thinking here. What do I need to do? I mean, there is a wire, actually. Where does it go? Ah. Well, they're testing my observational skills right off the bat, I suppose. Okay, then. One thing I find ironic, though, is that this low... Oh, what's that, Sierra?
It made logical sense to follow the wire. That was
Yeah, it
nice.
did. Very good. That was actually pretty good. Now, one thing I also find kind of annoying with this low poly art style, because I played a lot of games with it, a lot of the games using low poly art style don't run well. Like, I am not getting this 60 FPS. It's fine. It's better than some games, but I find it ironic that this low poly art style is usually associated with games that do not use it for efficiency, like for good performance. But I will cut some slack. This is apparently this guy's first game. And I gotta say, ignoring the slight performance issue, first off, it's not as heavy as some devs make it. Second off, this game actually has some atmosphere. Not a bad effort for first game, I must say. Alright, so we gotta look around for
And
items.
optimization is not really an easy thing to do for your first game.
No,
well.
it isn't. You're still learning like how to do like
But
code
it's an
and script.
important thing.
You might have spaghetti code because it's your first game, so less things are going to be optimized. I get it. All right, I got an achievement for escape to the medical bay.
Ooh.
Is that, oh my god, that is the thinnest. Okay. They added a flashlight here in case you didn't get the one in the first area. I've
So
noticed
there's
that's
a
actually
safety.
that's a kind decision for the player. I was wondering if you could just miss it and like just be without a light for the entire game, but no, there's the second one that's very easy to find. Hangar 0, hydroponic science lab, crew quarters. Okay. Hello. Can't take his hat. Captain's log. It's been Higgins days since we entered this anomaly-ridden corridor. The ship's sensors are in a constant state of flux, unable to provide Yafang readouts. Anomalies are unpredictable. Each unique distortion of reality changing our sanity and survival. We finally reach Hangar 8, but the hangar door is right in front of us. But something is wrong. The Terrifices are not gone. They are hiding. Hetrissinging. And some are dangerous. I can't tell what's real and what is not anymore. If anyone finds this, know that we tried.
You did try. I'm sorry, but half of this sounds like keyboard smashes.
I think about our last calm moment before this nightmare began, celebrating Lieutenant 5 meters Artfish's birthday. Wow, he's very long. In the crew quarters, Erglot and camaraderie filling the air. I love it when Erglot fills the air. Now that memory feels like a distant dream overshadowed by a Anishko terror. We established a protocol, happy it would aid whoever is unfortunate enough to find themselves trapped as we are. If that's, thank you. I'm glad that was entertaining.
Reminds me of Christmas.
I just like the idea that somebody is so proud of like how they're like really tall that they just put that in their name. Lieutenant 5 meters. Like, okay, Lieutenant 5 meters.
Listen, it's 5 meters, so it has to be good.
So, for our American audience, 5 meters is 16.4 feet.
Yeah, that's a bit tall.
Yeah.
So, we established a protocol, helping to aid whoever is unfortunate to find themselves trapped as we are. Advance to the next level of clear of anomalies. If any anomalies are present, retreat to the previous level. Level 0, our starting point, remains stable and anomaly-free. A brief respite in this nightmare. Keep going until level 8 is clear of anomalies, then enter the hangar. There might still be hope that someone Usigga survive this looping hell. I can only pray that our efforts are not in vain, and that YFGUG will provide. Someone will find this log and learn from our ordeal. End of log. So, yeah, this one has way more story. A lot of X8 likes just dump you in. They're like, yeah, you're in a loop. Do it. Like, this one actually has some build-up. Hangar clearance codes. Okay, I'm gonna guess that's one of the 6 items. I'm gonna guess
they tried.
Because I imagine that if I can't enter the hangar, that it's a bad ending, right? That seems to be what they imply. I'm thinking hangar clearance code is probably what I need to enter the hangar. One of the things I need to enter the hangar. So this corridor is a brief respite. So do I have to keep track of what's through this door as well? I assume not, but we'll see. And so hangar 0 is that way. Turret.
Let's see how easy it's gonna make things.
What's back here?
I think you may have started it.
Just a little guy. It's Sweepo.
It's a Roomba!
You keep going, buddy. All right.
It's a GameCube Roomba!
It's a GameCube.
So you take a GameCube, you retrofit it to a Roomba. Also, yeah, I think I did backtrack it. I was wondering if I could just visit that location, but... Okay, I'm not even sure where I'm at anymore. This is a very long corridor. Let's look around.
feel like the story is trying to be like Dead Space or something.
Oh, I can open some boxes. Okay. Oh,
I'm curious
Ah,
because
yes, satanic.
infinite Satan. Also, it sounds like Satan's in this door. Behind this door. Listen.
Listen, he's on the toilet. He's not having a good time.
Chief Scientist log. It began with the simplest of things, an electrical surge in Lab A and a flickering of lights. But the containment fields around the Antiquus of Rebecca started behaving irregularly. Fields that should be holding at a steady 0.87 terahertz are now oscillating wildly between 6 gig P6 per P6. Chief Scientist, you shouldn't put your password in your logs. We lost 2 containment units already. I fear it's only a matter of time before more follow. I believe it all ties back to the flare. The star's radiation, especially the intense bursts of tribaic, could have caused an interaction of our experiments in ways we couldn't have anticipated, creating the conditions for the anomalies to form.
Don't put part of your dating profile on here.
And then there are the noises. At first I thought it was just feedback from the sensors, but now it's everywhere. A low resonating hum, almost like whispering. Tried isolating the source, but it seems to come from all directions at once, and if the station is alive, breathing, and watching us. Dr. Seven Yeagers and I attempted to recalibrate the harmonic dampeners to counteract the distortions, but instead, the anomalies only seemed to multiply. He swore he saw his own reflection moving independently in the lab's mirrored surface, a different expression on its face. Now he refuses to enter the science lab. I can't say I blame him. Chief Scientist Dr. $Ofalvi signing up. What is he, a rapper? Starts the name of a $sign? Alright. Like, what? I know, it's an anomaly, but I like making fun of this stuff. I wonder if all the dev did was just smash his keyboard for that. I wonder.
That's what I've been saying. I think they're keyboard smashes.
That would be a good way to write anomaly text. Oh, hey, little dude, you're making some progress, I see. What if I stand your... Oh, that's adorable. He reacts if I stand in his way, and he makes it... Hey, he's... Listen to him. Listen. He's complaining. And then when I get out of the way, he's like... That's very cute. I like that. That's a nice touch, honestly. Hydroponics. Ooh. It is one of those video game flashlights that kind of makes things hard to see if you're looking through glass. But it's a better flashlight than many, I must say. So I'm gonna look out this window because, yeah, that's oh wow. Actually, there's a lot of stuff just moving out there. Could explain the frame rate a little bit, but it does look cool. Like everything's just drifting slowly. Very ominous. I think they put it through the glitch text generator, possibly. Also, I am not taking this seriously yet. I am not actually looking at the anomalies. I'm simply... True quarters. I can enter this? Oh, I can. I don't know if I've looped yet. I'm very confused by that, actually. Okay, that symbol's crossed out.
The game did say that you should very carefully observe Station 1.
Oh, I got it.
Hangar 1?
No, Hangar 0. Also, I let Sweepo do a full sweep of the corridor. I got an achievement for it. There you go, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah, but like, there's places to... Okay. I'm also just trying to get a lay of the land. Like, one thing that is sometimes hard to figure out in XA, like, is what is the looping section? Is a key question that's sometimes harder to answer than other... What is that over there? Oh.
I'm worried that the looping section of this game is really big.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting a bad feeling that...
Of the looping section.
I'm also getting a bad... Yeah, so there's a robot over there. Don't worry about it. Oh, my. Oh, okay. I feel like those I feel like these are both cool, but also like, I'm gonna open this. Ow, fuck. Like, I feel like you get hit by that very easily.
Listen, it's tasty either way.
A piece of a pilot spacesuit. Okay, that's I am 2 of 6. Let's keep track of this. That's clearly, like, I'm pretty sure I need... So I need a spacesuit. I'm gonna guess that the hangar, I needed a key to open it, but also I'm guessing it's depressurized, so I also need, like, a spacesuit.
But then what are you wearing?
Not a spacesuit? Do you think everybody in a space station just wears a spacesuit all the time?
Yes!
Okay. That sounds very uncomfortable.
They only need to use...
How do they use the toilet, then?
The suit uses it!
What?
You only need to wear a spacesuit when you are going out on a spacewalk
What?
or anything. If you are in a spaceship, you're typically in a pressurized environment where you don't need a spacesuit.
Oh.
You're going to be a problem some point, aren't you?
Yes.
Not for the moment,
Oh,
but
talk about them. Also, yes.
piece of a pie. Okay, that's 3 items. Yeah, I feel like step 1, ignore the anomalies entirely and look for parts. Cat.
Purple tiger by non-binary flag. That was a displacer beast.
So that's 3 things. Purple tiger by non-binary flag. Thank you. I feel seen. So that's actually the developer logo as well. The one I was trying to show you guys at the start. The purple tiger. Let's see here. First officer's log. It's been SCF number since the Tergurmigan stick occurred. Each day stuck in this looping nightmare brings new horrors with the anomalies distorting our reality and eroding their sanity. The Greek quarters, once a place of rest and camaraderie, have become a haunting ground. There are no people here, only echoes of their presence. In some loops, the station is eerily quiet, while in others, it's filled with haunting anomalies, spectral figures, ghostly retrigs, and unsettling visions of the crew we've lost to Gnish. When I got separated from the group, I searched every corner for signs of life. What's that?
Bless you.
But all I find are reminders of what we've lost, Snort. Personal belongings left behind, hastily abandoned as the anomalies closed in. I found Ensign Nagikin's lucky charm, a tick bayek he got as a gift from his wife. He used to show it to everyone, saying it brought him good luck. Seeing it now lying forgotten breaks my heart. The sense of isolation is overwhelming. Each loop blurs into the next. I struggle to keep hold of what is real and what is not. I can still hear Chief Engineer Strigiggerl's voice in my head, reminding us to stay focused, to keep fighting. She was always the strongest of us, and losing her hit everyone hard. If you find this log, know that we fought hard to survive, but the anomalies are relentless. If you want to escape using one of the ships, you'll need to find a pilot spacesuit. It is required to interface with the ship's flight systems. There might still be hope. There you go, there's an answer for you. Even this endless loop of terror. Trust your instincts. Stay vigilant, and perhaps you will recognize where we could not.
I don't want to!
It sounds like an amazing thing.
Stop asking me to do that!
First offer C sharp, Hanir 50%. Sign off. Alright. So we found 3 things we need for the ship. So if we want to... Oh, is that... That's 4. Okay, it feels like a lot of the items are in here. So let me look around a bit harder. Oh, is that something I need? That looks like something I might need. Apparently not. It's a different type of helmet. That helmet doesn't fit me. Don't worry about it. Do I need this giant data chip? No? Okay. Apparently not.
And is it delicious?
It's probably not. Data chips aren't that tasty, sadly, despite the name.
Aww.
Let's see. So that's 4 things already. So it feels like... Here's what I was thinking, by the way. I was thinking, why don't I look for all the pieces and then start worrying about the anomaly stuff, right?
Yeah, that's
I mean, fair enough.
Smart.
Because the only way, listen, if I looped through the anomalies and fell repeatedly to get through the anomalies, that's fine. I think the only thing that is not fine is if I die to an anomaly. If I die to an anomaly, I bet I have to pick everything back up again. But as long as I'm not dying to an anomaly, I can fail the anomalies as much as I want, and I'll keep the equipment. What's this?
This is a bathroom.
See, if I had a spacesuit, I could have done that. But yes, I'm a little concerned that... Okay, well, here's some pants just standing here. All right, I'll take that. That's 5. I'm just missing what It feels like this is actually not that hard. The door doesn't let me... Okay, it doesn't let me into the... I can't take a shower, apparently.
No.
It's better if it's easy than if it's the thing where you have to have this very one specific anomaly to find the item you need.
Well, where did we find everything? We found... pants, helmet, gloves, and shirt, chest plate. We found it all here. Found 4 items here, I mean. And then we found the key to open the door just in the corridor. I'm keeping track of this in case I die. I need to pick this stuff up again. Which might be a smart thing to do.
I feel like they're all relatively clumped.
But the question is, what do I need? What's the last thing I need? I got a key to open the door. I got 4 pieces of spacesuit. What pieces did I pick up? I got a helmet. I got gloves. I got pants. Did I get?
No.
Was it also like a breastplate or a torso item that I got, like something for the upper body?
The ever important cat photo.
No, I did not pick up the cat photo. That did not mislead me. I don't know. What? Yeah. What was the other thing I picked up? I'm trying to like keep track of everything because we might need to like pick these up again, possibly if we're unlucky. So. I guess nobody remembers. That's fine.
Ah.
I do not remember. I was a bit distracted.
I presume it was. Says gloves, helmet, pants. I feel like the only thing you're missing there is like something for your upper body, right? So I'm guessing what the last thing I picked up in that room was upper body related. Oh, what's that? Little drone. Okay. It's very dark in here.
It's dark. You are likely to be eaten by the crew.
Hangar L1.
Okay. I think the looping started.
So wait. Oh no. T intersection. I came out of the. Oh no. Oh, this door. Okay. I thought the loop would be between these two doors, so I was like immediately confused why I came out of the T intersection. All right. Well, obviously, I can't really keep track of anomalies because I wasn't tracking in the first place, but we can see what the loop is now, I guess. So the loop is actually from this T intersection. We have. Oh, so yes, I'm looking for the 6th item still, by the way. So, gotta poke around a bit. I'm gonna guess that no matter what loop you're in, the items exist. Probably. You just need to go find them where they would normally be. But yeah, so let's keep track of what counts as a loop. We got this T intersection. We enter from that door, and then we have, you know, all this stuff here. And take a turn here. There's a turret. I'm not tracking anything right now because we could potentially be looking at an anomaly right now. So I do not want to memorize. I want to get back to 0, and then start memorizing.
Oh, Silver says you're missing boots.
I'm missing boots. That's a good point. I didn't pick up boots. They could be in hydroponics. Perhaps I... Oop. Hydroponics is a little leggy, isn't it? Alright, let's see. Hydroponics is normally locked, but I bet there's an anomaly that lets me in there.
Yanma is so laggy on my end.
Plants are leggy. We've learned that in games.
Sweep, sweep,
So,
sweep.
going down the T intersection, turning a corner, going down this corridor, making a slight dead end turn over to the satanic door. I'm just keeping track of like what counts as
The agnostic
Is the
door.
door still infinite?
What's this? Some kind of control panel lever? I'm gonna guess that's item 6. That was a sneaky one, but it was on top of a light at least. That's what the game said, by the way. What's this kind of control panel lever? So I got a lever, a keypad, 4 pieces of a spacesuit. That seems like what I need. Unless, wait, lever? Is there anything that needs a lever around the environment? Like, is that why I can't get in hydroponics, perhaps? Well, no, this is not a lever door.
It's a control panel lever, so you need to find a control panel.
It could involve the ending, or maybe it's something that I need to use in the environment, and then I can access the item I need for the ending. Because, like, the other items are fairly straightforward. I got spacesuit parts and a key to open the hangar door. Like, those are obviously for the ending. But that control panel lever, I'm not so sure about. I don't know, maybe the spaceship has a missing lever and I need to put it on there. But, yeah, I don't know.
With lights, flickering lights.
Yeah, that may have been new. Is there anything in here that needs a... Oh, I just realized, yeah, Priscillian, your son is a tiger, right? At least you certainly like tigers, I know that much. So, I guess you approve of the developer logo here. Yeah, it's a twin-tailed tiger.
Yeah, it's a displacer beast.
Displacer beasts
on tigers. They do have...
Do they have 2 tails, displacer beasts?
Yes.
I'm not sure they have two tails, but they have two tentacles on their shoulders.
I know about the tentacles. I wasn't sure about the tails.
No, they have two tails.
Okay.
Okay.
Purple tiger. Oh yeah, okay. So I was right. Sorry, I just kind of blanked on that. That's what I thought, but I was like, wait, is that Sona or just like character for Time Borders? Yeah.
Okay, looking at the official artwork, they have one tail and two tentacles on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I always thought it was two tails.
Try a little bit of Tails from Sonic Energy, I guess.
And they have six legs.
I'm not seeing any control panels that I could possibly interact the lever with. So I'm going to guess that is the 6th item I need. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the... I did not even notice this. Nice catch, actually. I saw you mention it for Scion, but I was like, what? I saw the tiger, but I didn't see the representation. Let's see, which one is this again? Is this trans?
Non-binary.
Non-binary?
No.
There's so many flags, I always mix them up.
Wait, is it non-binary?
The ace flag then? I think it's ace.
So I may not have been really observing for the anomalies yet, but I think I found the anomaly is probably this Borg cube that wasn't here before.
Okay.
So the Borg are behind this. Got it.
No, I know it's non-binary because the ace flag is the black, gray, white, purple one.
So I think from starting at the end and going backwards, this corridor is just a transitionary corridor. This is where you loop. This corridor does not count for counting, I don't believe. But this area here, the entirety of the crew quarters. But you have to poke around a little bit. Go around this corner. Go into take a look at the bathrooms real fast. Go back out. Go back out. Go down this corridor. Check the satanic dead end. Go down this corridor. Go down this corridor. Go down this corridor. Take a quarter. There. Go down this corridor. Take this corridor. You go through this T intersection, and that's the entire... My god, that's a long fucking area. I'm just like... Yeah... Anyways, I'm going to actually advance, though, because I want to go back to 0. So this is a very long... I think this might arguably be one of the longest walks I have to do in an Exit 8, like to do a loop. This is a long walk.
Yes.
This also should cause me to go to 0 again. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that proves that's the transitionary hallway, by the way, right there. So, okay. So now we're back at 0. We can actually start observing things. So, I found my answer, by the way. The question was, if this is a low poly game, how are they going to do the anomalies? Because it's going to be a low poly. The answer is by just having the environment be fucking huge, so that there's a lot of still a lot of stuff to look at, even with low poly. So let's observe. The hard thing for me is I have to consider what in this environment is less worth paying attention to. For instance, should I care about all this piping? Should I keep in mind that it's gray, yellow, red, gray, black, blue and white, blue and black wires, and gray? Should I remember that? It goes off that direction, then it's bare over here. Maybe I should remember that. Oh, I really hope they don't just change the colors of these. Alright, let's see.
I doubt it.
Okay, we got a red light on the wall. That could change randomly. The ground is blue glow? Blue glow? Kind of a sky blue. Let's see. Let me just start observing things. I'm just gonna call out things we should observe. Help me observe this stuff. We got a dead guy. He has red suit, no helmet, next to a flashlight, which technically probably the flashlight doesn't count because I could have picked it up. Was that running? Yeah, I was.
Blood symbol.
What's that?
The blood symbol on the right.
Oh yeah. So as soon as we enter the T intersection, when we reach the corner, there should be a little that symbol specifically. I don't know even how to
Because I
describe that
believe
symbol.
those symbols could potentially change. They are
Yeah,
pretty obvious.
yeah. The hangar zero sign points right. The sign that's pointing left is hydroponic science lab crew quarters. Another thing I'm thinking is, what if they swap these sides around? That'd be another. I don't know. We have yet to determine if this game is mean, but the first anomaly I saw is
Oh,
a very obvious Borg cube. So you'd have to look out the window, but it
yeah.
wasn't too hard to notice. Um, Checking the right side of the T intersections at dead ends, we have the captain here with his hat. We have boxes that I can't open, so that's actually a good thing. We have at the end here, we also have that same symbol, but it's crossed out with an X circle that's purple. This goes to the hangar, so I need to get to level 8. Yeah, fair enough. All right, so that's pretty much the entirety of the tier. I guess also there's boxes here and canisters. 3 boxes and 2 canisters in this section. This little group is 3 boxes or soup. I'm just gonna call them boxes. Again, can't open them. We have a. Does that matter? Should I even point that out? We have a construction light where its right light is on and its left light is out. I'll point that out since it is kind of a notable detail that one of them is broken. Going down this path, we have a security turret, which I'm very concerned about, honestly.
Yeah, some of the anomalies are deadly, so probably the turret might be on and shoot you at one point.
Yeah, a reminder that I have to backtrack if there's an anomaly. So if I round this corner, I could just get shot at and need to go back. So I'm going to be careful rounding this corner in future runs, in future loops. So, okay, security turret, it's deactivated. I think it'll be a fairly obvious anomaly if it becomes activated. We go down here, and then we pass over here. We have a
And
little...
It's dark in the security area?
Got a little propaganda... God, you freaked me out for a second, Sweep. I was like, what's coming up on me? So, Sweepo here is purple with a blue light on top, and he has a green little sweepy thing. Certainly he's going to change at some point.
And it says Sweepo on the side?
And he says Sweep. It says Sweepo.
Sweepo!
That's his name. We have a poster here, though. And we look out here, and notable details. There's a satellite dish over here on the side of the ship we could see with blue lights. I feel like that's a notable detail that I should pay attention to. We got some debris just floating out here. All this stuff is moving a little bit. We got a red, ominous galaxy nebula and a sun in the distance. Oh, what the hell is that over there? And we have that. I guess I didn't see that before. Yeah, I can't. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a zoom button. I wish there was. Dev, zoom buttons are really nice in Exit 8 likes. So, suggestion. Yeah. Oh, I can hit Q to see my key items. Okay, that confirms it. We're good. We have all the items. I didn't even realize that there was a HUD for that. Okay, cool. So we have the helmet, gloves, main torso, legs. I guess the legs include the boots. We have the key to open the hangar, and we got a little lever. Well, okay then. So if we die, we need to pick those up again. Now at least I know that we checked that this time. No cube this time. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that ominous pillar thing. I know it's a little hard for you guys to see, but you see it there. The thing with the lights has a rotating section. I didn't see that before, but granted, I never looked this way, so I think it was probably there. All right, moving on.
Also, the lamp in front of the window is on.
The what?
The light on the ceiling. It's the only light on.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, that is flickering. You're right. Very slowly flickering, but that one flickers. Okay, good to know. And then we go down here. Hydroponics is locked.
Everything is red.
That's normal, I think.
Yes, we are still in the 0 area. It has to be normal.
There's a robot over. There's a robot hanging. There's a robot hanging out over there on the right in hydroponics. We got a tree. We got some grass. It's a very tall area. Not much else. Normal ass tree. If it looks not normal ass, then it's probably something that's changed. It says hydroponics. Moving down this way, we come across a locked door that doesn't seem to be interactable, but I imagine something could charge through it. We got another little valve box here. I don't know. Then when we go down here, was that okay? Then when this is flickering, apparently this guy flickers. All right, good to know. That one is just out. This one doesn't work at all. We got two big old like blast doors here. They're closed. Then we come down to this dead end here where they say tank stuff. I can open these, I believe. Some of them, at least. But we got a whole bunch of crates and stuff. Got a bunch of these canisters. We can open the crates and find books in this one. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. So that one has books. The others are empty. We can walk over here to find the infinite... We can find infinite satanic ritual symbol. See, it's an infinity symbol, though. That's why I call it that. We hear creepy noises through the door. The light is red. It says science lab. What hath science done? So that's ominous, but normal. Then we go down this way. Ouroboros Satan. He eats himself, I guess. Okay. Interesting. Crew quarters is here. We can go inside, of course. Oh, yeah, I should note the piping. Remember that orange, red, gray, blah, blah, blah I said? It's the same here in this section. Goes off from the same corridor. What's that?
Where did the piping start? They're coming from the red corridor.
From the start of the science. From the science lab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. So then I gotta pop into the crew quarters, so let's do that. And this place is pretty busy, so... I can open these, which means I probably should each time. They just got some, like, plants in them, just generic plants. That might change at some point, I feel like, so I'll keep that in mind. Got a little computer here, a little crate back here, nothing in it. Some boxes here. We got some bunk beds. Okay, the bunk beds have unique details, so I feel like that's important. Got like some blue ship model up there, a little yellow thing. Down here, of course, we have the non-binary flag. We have a book. We got cat. We got other cat, and we got a little orange thing. The cat is cute and white, and I imagine they might turn into something scary later. I don't know. Got another captain's hat spare here for some reason. Medical box. We got the creepy robot, who I imagine if he does turn anomalous, I will notice. We have a dissected bug, a tentacle, a book with a question mark because they don't know what they're studying, and some
oh, poor Beerus.
Some books there. Chair, plant in the corner. Poor Beerus. We see all of his organs. Oh well. There's blue next to open door. Yeah, open doors have a blue light, which lets you know you can open them. Also, yeah, the blue. That's why these blue lights are here, I believe, to indicate this is an openable, like this door is open. Because I believe hydroponics has the same light structure, but it's red, I assume, right? Oh, wrong way. Let's go see. Actually, no, it's not the same. It doesn't have those vertical lights. Okay. Is there stuff under the desk? Yeah, let's go back to quarters. I think those blue lights are there to help the player understand that this store is openable, which is appreciated. So keep check. I'm going to check the perimeters, though. So we have, on this shelf here, we have some doodads and silverware and trays, because I guess this is like a replicator station. Over here we have a crate with nothing in it. Plant, the other quarter. So we have a cat statue. An analyzer, as I'm going to call it. Got more crates. Got more bunks here. This bunk has, from the looks of it, it has a pride flag, actually. Like just a standard pride flag. We have books up there. A little starfighter and a little ceramic plate. A towel. Black bedding here. Okay. Stuff under the desk. Under the desk. Which desk? Which desk are we talking about?
A desk.
Can you climb or jump? Nope, I can crouch. Got a fallen tray of food. We got more trays of food. We got data chips all over the place. Maybe they are eating them. They have them with their food. I'm breathing for some reason. There's a helmet in the corner of this chair.
I mean, why aren't you breathing?
The one in the middle. Oh, you mean the cafeteria tables? No, there's the food tray. There's some silverware that got dropped too. Why am I breathing? That's a good question. Why do I do that? It seems so unnecessary. Got plants. Got more plant. Got a thing. We got two big old posters here. One of girl and one of guy. This light apparently flickers. So does this one. So these lights flicker in this little dead end. We have a shower over here that is off. Same with this shower. Got a toilet. Do I have to flush it each time to make sure it flushes normally? I don't know. Probably not. This toilet has a med kit in it. The right one has a med kit in it. Let's see. I think that's all the important details. There's a plant over there too. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's really all that namely is sitting here. So, that one in the middle, that's for the cruise protogen. I get it. That's the data chips. So yeah, that floating thing is just there. You can see it from both windows. Okay. We also have just a debris floating in front of this window. It just looks like scaffolding. Of course, we got random asteroids and stuff. Nothing really notable besides that from this window. Okay. And we got another one of these, like, kind of military posters. And another crossed out satanic kind of symbol thing.
It was said that the first loop is vanilla, yes.
Yeah, we're in vanilla loop right now. That's why I'm expecting everything. I wanted to return to the vanilla state before inspection. That was an important thing. So I threw it. I intentionally threw it. When I saw the board cube, I intentionally made a mistake following the board cube so I could return to 0 and actually inspect it. Remember, in my first loop of 0, I was not actually focused on the anomalies because I was looking for the gear parts. So now that that's out of the way, I can focus on anomalies. But anyways, that's everything, and then we get to the transitioning tunnel. So that's a lot, but depending on how this... Now we get to learn how fair the developer is, because this is a lot. But if the developer is fair about how they do the anomalies, this should be very doable. So let's see. How these details are even going to be relevant for anomalies, probably. Yeah, well, that's another thing. We also have to kind of figure out what should we filter out. What is the developer unlikely to change? What is the developer unlikely to modify? We have to I realized at this point, playing enough Exit 8 likes, that you really have to get into the mind of the developer sometimes with these games to figure out what is their motif, what do they like to change, what do they like to do, and then it helps you prioritize what to look for. That guy's normal. So now we're playing for real. So let's pay attention for things. Did they always have black hair? Okay, I'm assuming they did. It seems kind of subtle. Crossed out symbol. Not crossed out symbol. Oh, I should probably first and foremost always look at the turret, because I don't want that thing murdering me. Lights normal, one light's out, just like it was before. Now remember, if I mess up and fail an anomaly and get back to 0, that's okay. If I die, that's not okay, because I'll probably have to get the items again. So if given the so it's okay if I mess up on a harmless anomaly.
Which items do you have? So
what's that? Yeah, I can
if you
check.
die, you can check with Q again if you have the items.
Yeah, see if I still have it. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's one thing I didn't check before. I do believe we just saw him disappear, but there's a drone that goes through here. I'm pretty sure he's not anomalous, at least in his normal state. I'm pretty sure he just exists. We just saw him disappear there. He's normally there, though. I don't remember this pipe being here, but I may have overlooked it. I probably just overlooked it. That's probably just one of the pieces of debris that was here.
Also, the debris is floating around, so maybe by the time we got here, it floated away.
It looks like you gotta kind of hurry if you want to see the drone. But he'll come back, I think, but I don't know what his path is. I'm just gonna sweep this room and move on. I'm paying attention to see if the robot is still in the corner, because I feel like he could just poof away and then oh wait, hold on. What? I heard random creak. I see. I didn't get a good look at whatever was behind that door, but somebody was messing around. Okay, that's a pretty obvious anomaly. I appreciate that. Though it is an anomaly where if you do miss it, it'll just go back to normal state and you'll never see it. You'll never notice it existed. They need privacy. Yes. Oh, turret. Okay. It has red lights, so if we see of any other light color, I am not getting near it. Because that probably means it's active. Oh. Okay. Probably was too slow for it. So far, this game has indicated it's not too unreasonable. We will see. I was wrong. Nothing charged out of the door. Somebody did open that door, so wasn't wrong about that. Sweepo's done there, guys. He's a little slow. Give him a minute. He's doing his best. I like how everybody was very concerned for Sweepo though. Where's Sweepo?
Sweepo, no!
Books, yep. Yep, everything seems normal here.
Hello, Dino God.
Hello, Dino God. Welcome. Let's make sure Sweep has normal noises. Yep. Well, I love if there was an anomaly where if you got in his way, he just goes in a random Cockney accent. Oh fuck! Made out of the way, or something like that. Just like that's the anomaly.
Fuck off.
That'd probably not set the mood too well, but it'd be funny. Step 1. Inspect the suspicious robot. Okay. Everything seems normal there. Just pay attention to the doodads of the crew quarters. I feel like that's a key thing to look at. Those seem normal. Helmet's there.
I am waiting for that, blanket to change into, a face or something. Or, a tiger logo.
Oh, and thank you for following as well. Literally the first thing I checked. The robot, or...
I'm calling it right now. That blanket's gonna have, the developer's logo on it at one point.
You know what? Hold on a second. That didn't really improve it. Alright. I was wondering if I could reduce resolution to get a bit smoother frame rate. It's not... It's fine. It's fine, but, I'd like more frames. That doesn't really help. Some games, you can change the resolution, and it just doesn't care. But it actually defaulted back to... Huh. Anyways. It's all good. Whatever. It's functional, it's just I would just like a few more. Yeah, okay, everything seems pretty much normal in here. I'd like to see the drone robot before I actually leave. I need to figure out a good time to find it, the good time to catch him. Do I, how do I find him? He does float around, but, he's very occasional about it. Hey, Xerix, you're fine. You're fine. Also, hello, Wood is it? Also, hello, Wood is it 4 to 5 as well. Sorry, I missed you.
Hello, what is it?
Missed you for there for a second. We're looking for our robot.
We are in space.
This is a ridiculously long. This is a ridiculously long loop, though. Why do we have a freaking run button, though? Imagine if I did it.
Hello.
Oh, there it is. It's leaving. I gotta catch it over there. So it does pass both windows, as I thought. You did Tucker redeem. Well, hold on a minute. Gotta look at the drone, and then I can do it. Trying to catch a time-limited event, basically. So the hardest thing about this game is I'm gonna have to inspect this drone, and he just kind of meanders past both windows, and then he's gone for 5 minutes, and then he comes back again. Seems like he's normal. This is what he looks like normally, by the way. This is just normal stage, just flown in. I'm presuming if he does turn anomalous, the developer will make him show up a little more obviously, perhaps.
Maybe he's going to crash right into the window and break it.
It could be. That actually would be pretty clever. Could you, let's see, could you give best Hal? That's, okay. I guess that's a howl. I don't really howl very often, so. Aggressive. His Mayetta voice is actually more aggressive, though. Tucker devolved for a second. Devolved? That would have been higher pitched.
No, meaning that Tucker was a Poochiana for a second. Thankfully, there's no devolution spray.
I was right. It was all completely normal. Okay. Now, Tucker does have a pretty good Mayetta bark, though. Which I'll let him demonstrate since he's curious, too. Yeah, that's not bad anyways. Mayetta bark.
Adorable.
So we got crossed out symbol, hangar door, not crossed out symbol, dead person of light, Captain dead over here. I should really be checking the turret first. So Jux. What? Okay. I feel like you were trying to say sucks, but I don't know what you're talking about.
So Jux!
Alright, so everything's normal here.
I read that as shucks for a second.
Shucks! Nobody says shucks anymore.
Kuro, you never met my boyfriend then. Ryu does that a lot, and it's adorable every time.
I've certainly missed the drone. Maybe I won't worry about looking for him. It takes forever, too. That's where I hear a sound from hydroponics, but like I think that was there before. I just never really paid attention.
It was a shucks.
Was a shucks. Oh, okay. Wait. What? You know how I make a running sound like this on the floor? I stopped to interact with Sweepo, and I kept hearing the running. Which made me suddenly have a moment of what's chasing me. But
Is
there's
that the,
the
anomaly?
Fuck! I was not wrong. Holy shit, that's actually kind of freaky. What the fuck? Wait, I'm gonna stay right here. Oh my. I don't like that. That's actually kind of... unsettling. I was not wrong. There was something going on.
Wait, you sure it's not an anomaly?
No, it's an anomaly. That's what I'm saying. That actually raised the hair on my back of my neck. I actually kind of like that anomaly. Nice. The fact it's not attacking me, it's just passing, makes it worse, actually.
So there's a shadow running past.
Sometimes, like, where is it? I thought I'd run back, but
Shadow Demon, can you please come back here?
I don't know what triggers it, and that makes it worse. Okay, let's see. I also don't know if it's dangerous to touch it. That's... You know what it's like? It's like a non-hostile after image of movement that I've done before or that other people have done before. It's actually kind of neat.
Agreed.
It's like
best.
it's like a time. It's like an echo of another time or something.
You got it on the other side.
Interesting anomaly because it sheds a shadow and makes noise, but it's invisible at the same time. That's like an interesting combination. All right, let's see. Good atmosphere, honestly. All right, let's move on then. Shadowrun is that way. Literally Shadowrun. Everything is looking normal. Okay. Yeah, I get the feeling that Dev is actually... So I categorize these Exit 8 likes into different categories. This feels like a dev that wants to make a game that is not hard, not too hard, but actually more atmospheric with its anomalies. Basically, the player is meant to see the anomalies. They are not meant to have too much trouble looking for them because the developer focused on the anomaly experience rather than being like, how can I make this difficult on the player? Like, as some exit like devs are like, yeah, I gotta make the anomalies really subtle and kind of boring because I want the player to like have to struggle and find it. But honestly, I feel like these games are at their best when they're a little bit on the easier side and just focus on the experience. It's not about finding the anomalies; it's about experiencing it. You know, that's what I prefer with X8 likes. Because I think it's such a powerful thing. You know, you're forcing the player to observe for details, which means you can make really interesting details that the player will definitely see because they're looking for it. You know. Got Open Hatch Door and Shadowrun. Also Borg Cube, but I threw that one, so I don't actually have that. If we look at the display here, I have 2 of 50. So far, every anomaly has been interesting. You know, I have to keep in mind, that door closes after I go through it. So if this robot decides to get a bit rowdy, I will have to make sure that I have time to open the door. Alright, let's see. I just gotta check the plants. The fact I could open that makes it very obvious that they could change. Let's see. Make the end of the science wing open. I don't know. But I'm gonna guess the science wing probably opens for an anomaly, because whatever is in there is probably gonna try to get out at some point. I gotta say, the fact this game can build atmosphere with low poly models is also pretty impressive. Whenever these models are used, I don't find them to be very atmospheric. They tend to be slapped in. But this is actually using them pretty effectively. It's interesting. Whenever somebody mentions that something's their first game, I notice there usually is a fair amount of creative effort in that first game. Like when they spell it out and are a little bit humble about it, like, "Hey, it's my first game," just letting you know. Like, usually that is a game with some creativity to it. I don't know what it is exactly that makes it that way, but yeah. Okay, well, I'd like to look at the drone, but everything seems normal. I think everything's normal this time. I should just stay over here. The drone starts at this side. I wonder how important the drone actually is, though, because I could totally see a player going through here and not even being aware a drone exists because they just don't go to the windows at the right time.
I get the feeling the drone is just an Easter egg for those who look out into the space for long enough and wasn't meant to be an anomaly.
Though you could be
Anything
correct that
you should look out for.
it would be a really good anomaly if Mr. Drone just like crashes into one of the windows as I pass the window. That actually would be great. And also, like, maybe it's an Easter egg to see it in advance, so you like don't feel like it could be like if you're right about that anomaly happening. The fact that it's just floating around under normal loops could be a diegetic thing. Like where did that came out of nowhere? No, it didn't come out of nowhere. It's been actually around for a while. All right, everything seems normal. I'm gonna advance. Hangar 5. All right, we're doing good so far.
We're doing it.
I'm look at the
Sleepo?
first. What? What'd you say?
Where's Sweepo?
Sweepo? Oh, no, this is not the right corridor for Sweepo.
Aw.
Sorry. Also, well, thank you for following. I appreciate that. It's always nice to have new viewers, as I always say, because it's true. It's a true statement. It's nice to have new people, fresh blood, new people to talk to, new people to interact with, or stuff to do. Let's see. Oh, I actually managed to catch the drone, despite me being slow that time. I should really be paying attention to that salad dish. Sometimes I'm forgetting to look at it. It might change. All right, let's see. Also, one thing I use in exit, you may notice that I'm not sprinting everywhere, despite going down the loop. That's a trick too. If the game's explicitly stated in its description there's hostile entities. Ergo, I'm going to move slow, so if something jumps me, I can actually have some distance on it. Sweepo's doing fine.
Yay!
Oh, that's new. What you got? Is it?
Oh, that's not good.
Probably should. Ah! Fuck! Hole! Oh no! You're one of those!
No, it's a weeping angel!
Oh! Excuse me, Sweepo. Do not like. How fast are you? You're booking it when I'm not looking.
Oh shit, that's actually mean.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
like that.
I could have like turned my back on that thing at the wrong moment. I'm glad I turned my back on it when I was real far away.
Sweepo, run!
Intuitively, when you are playing this game, you would be okay. You would just go towards the science lab, see, oh, there is this puppet there that wasn't there. Let me turn around and go back, and then you wouldn't look back at it and see that it moved.
To be fair, it makes you can hear it move.
Ah, okay.
It does. I mean, you know, one thing I observed earlier on, and you may have noticed with the Shadow Ghost too. This floor is loud. If anything wants to run on it, you will hear that.
I mean, I think that's for a good reason.
Yeah. So that thing will give itself away that it's moving by its sound. However, if you're too close to it when you turn away from it, you don't really have time to react. I was almost too close to it, so thankfully I did pay attention to the sound.
Not listen to the stream audio because I don't like the echoing.
Yeah, that's how I figured out the Shadow Ghost existed in the first place. Like, It was running just as loud as me, so I was like, what? Yeah, Weeping Angels are always a classic trope, but they're good. They can be used effectively. That was effective use. Especially since I've seen a few stationary robots, so I had no idea that thing would react if I turned away from it. That was actually quite well done. Yeah, that's clearly one of the ones that will kill me. That isn't obvious. Yeah, I do not trust the robots now at all. Not that I ever did in the first place, but now I know how they. Now I know at least one of them wants to work. But these giant blast doors will probably like open up to something bad at some point. Probably as I pass them.
Yes, we are assuming that any of the bots could do that, including Sweepo.
Oh, I'm aware of Sweepo. I'm keeping an eye in case he looks like he's glitching or something, just in case. Hey, was one of you like eating jerky or something, or was that because I'm in the same quarter? I'm presuming it was one of you making a noise. Okay.
Oh, that was me unwrapping something very quickly.
You have to keep in mind that if there an unusual sound shows up in one of your guys' mic, I will pay attention to that as a possible anomaly when I'm playing these games. So
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Just let me know you're unwrapping something so I know what's going on. Okay.
It looks like a taffy.
Oh, okay, let's listen. He's not trying to murder me? Okay, at the moment. Now I don't want to turn my back on this guy. Alright. Gonna inspect the bunk beds while keeping him in view at least a little bit. Lessons have been learned.
Okay. Robots are scary.
Unfortunately, I do have to turn away from him here and there. But again, I'm listening. If he decides to start moving, I will know. It'd be really mean if he starts pursuing me only when I go over here, the dead end.
And it would literally be a dead end.
Well, no, if he is Weeping Angel style, I could make him stop and then slowly circle around him. It'd be very dangerous, Billy, though. Okay, I'm feeling as if this is another vanilla loop. It feels like it's pretty 50-50 between anomalous and non-anomalous runs. I'm not seeing anything be weird. Check if Sweepo makes the noise. I guess I could. Gotta go catch him now, though. Yeah, he's normal. The Tarish could replace the meteor. Well, I've already seen a Borg cube out there, which I still haven't collected that anomaly because... Okay, now I'm bothered by my own shadow because of what happened earlier. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, I think everything's on the up and up. I'm gonna go ahead and advance.
See nothing obvious.
Hangar 7. Very good. So I think we're just one away from completion, I believe, and I have the items I need to leave. So let's just try not to die. How you doing, Mr. Turret? Okay, you look fine. I was like peeking around the corner for that. But yeah, this does seem like the area is very large. I still feel like it's a little too large, but I feel like they could have shortened the corridor lengths a little bit. But regardless, it does seem like the anomalies are fairly designed. I actually prefer it when the anomalies are a little bit easier, but you always got to stay on your toes because some of them will kill you. That's, in my opinion, way more interesting than having just a bunch of hard but not very dangerous anomalies.
Also, I say a bigger environment, but easier anomalies.
I feel like I shouldn't look at you too long.
Yeah, probably not. Why do you keep looking?
I don't like that.
Because I know what you do. I know how to tempt fate. Hello, person.
Why are you naked?
Probably got caught unawares for whatever depressurized her.
That's their fault for not wearing clothing.
You're really on people on this. Like, that's your fault for not wearing clothing, and you should be going in your spacesuit and never take it off, and like. You're like very prudish all of a sudden. All right, so I'm at 8. Can I leave now? What happened? There must have been an anomaly I missed. I won't give up. Oh fuck. I still gotta look for an anomaly on X. I still have to look for an anomaly on 8. God damn it.
Oh god damn
It's the
it.
final floor.
God damn it. So some Exit 8 lights, when you reach the target floor, you can just it only put me back 1? Well, that's not too bad, actually.
Okay.
I mean, it's fair.
So I guess when I get to 8, I look for an anomaly. If I don't see an anomaly, do I advance or do I run back to this door and open it? What do you think?
I think you open the door if you don't find an anomaly, but
If
I'm
I
not
reach-
sure
if I-
you should advance.
Should I complete 8 and then try to access the door, or should I just, if 8 is vanilla, should I just immediately go to the door in that loop? I wonder. That's a little mean, though. Yeah, one thing that a lot of these games misstep on is, like, what happens when I reach the target floor? Do I just advance and win? Or do I still gotta look for an anomaly? Because, weirdly, some of these X-Day, like, put an anomaly on the goal floor, and the goal floor will not be the goal until you actually, like, continue to... Like, you have to, like, if you see an anomaly on the goal floor, then you need to go back, which takes you again to the goal floor, which... Now you gotta look again, is there any anomalies on this goal floor? If so, go back again and get to the goal floor again, and you gotta keep doing that until it becomes actually vanilla, at which point...
That's in the spirit of
Sweepo,
the
are you
regular
faster
X8.
than... Are you faster now, all of a sudden?
Yes, Sweepo's in a hurry.
Sweepo's in a hurry.
Sweep-
Sweepo
Sweepo's
wasn't this
running.
fast.
Sweepo's like, oh shit, I'm the only one working, I gotta pick up the pace. Alright.
Yeah, I think it's like traditional Exit 8 where it's just like,
Well,
hey.
this is a little stupid, though, because if I gotta open the door... Here, like, now I'm on
You
8,
have
I need to
to-
open the door, but I have to go through the entire place to see if it's vanilla or not, and then backtrack all the way here if it is vanilla, then, in that case. Alright, well, let's do that. Like, it's kind of a walk. Like, I can't just do the loop. Or at least I don't think I can. Probably would just reset my progress to some extent, so... Alright, let's make sure it's vanilla. Also, that was the most subtle anomaly so far. Sweepo was a little bit faster. Like, significantly faster, but, like, at the same time, you could miss that.
More
But
than
it not-
just a little bit, yeah.
Oh!
No.
Yeah, see, like,
Oh!
right here. The ominous pillar is red now.
Oh,
It was blue before, I remember that.
yes, it was.
So, now I'm at a Hangar 8, there was an anomaly. I go back, let me guess. Yeah, Hangar 8. I don't understand, I really personally, in my opinion, Exit 8, like, if you reach the goal floor, it should just automatically be vanilla and you could win. I think it's really awkward where you reach the goal floor, the goal number, and if there's, you have to still look for an anomaly, and if there is an anomaly, you go back and then you just end up at the goal floor again, but a different iteration
I mean,
of that.
ironically...
It feels like you're stuck until you don't get an anomaly. It's very stupid. It doesn't feel good.
Ironically, that is true to actual Exit 8, though.
Well, I feel like in an Exit 8, like, you were relying on, like, whatever the number or numerical progress counter is to see if did you make a mistake? Well, you lost progress. Did you succeed? Then you move forward. Like, you see something advance.
Smasher.
But when you get to the goal floor, you're just stuck seeing the goal floor over and over again until you don't get an anomaly, which again, does feel incredibly awkward, personally. But, also, hello, Smasher. I'm doing okay today. Now, mind you, I like this game. I'm just going to nitpick this point because I've seen a lot of X8 likes do this, and I don't ever feel like it feels good. I'm playing an X8 like, I immediately get feedback as to whether or not I made a mistake or not because I'll either advance or I will lose progress. and then I finally get to the gold floor, but I can't get too excited that I reached the gold floor because I still got to check for anomalies. If there are anomalies, then I got to take the usual go back, and that brings me from the gold floor to the gold floor. And if there's another anomaly, then I have to go from the gold floor to the gold floor to the gold floor, and the number doesn't change. I'm just like stuck on a loop until the game decides not to give me an anomaly, and it just doesn't feel very good. You know, it just seems kind of stupid.
Yep.
Like, so I personally, some Exit 8 likes however, when you reach the gold floor, you just advance and win. Like, they don't throw it, like, they specifically design it so if you've reached the gold floor, well, you've reached the goal. You don't have any more anomalies to deal with. And I think that's the right way to do it, personally. It's not even really a matter of difficulty. It's not like I'm really that arsed by the fact that... What are you doing, Sweepo? Sweepo, what are you doing?
Sweepo?
Sweepo, what's up with you, Sweepo? Sweepo, is this normal speed?
I think it's an anomaly.
Is he really slow now? Did he go from really fast to really slow?
Yes!
I think that's the normal speed.
Or is that normal speed? Something seemed off about Sweepo in the distance. I don't know.
He does seem slower.
Does he seem slower or does he seem normal?
It seems normal to me.
Okay, maybe when he was going faster, he was going much faster than I thought originally.
Yeah, he was going much faster.
Ah, the drone is normal. Okay. Yeah, I actually thought Sweepo had stopped. I like how you call him Sweeps. You gave him a nickname. I actually thought Sweepo had just stopped and was looking at me, like from a distance. I thought that's what Sweepo was doing. I was mistaken, but that would have been actually... Like, it would have been ominous if Sweepo was just in the middle of the hallway in the distance and just sitting there, looking at me, and then, like, maybe rotate if I move. That would have been sort of unnerving, actually. This developer seems to understand that sometimes the best horror is something that doesn't kill you, such as the shadow monster, which was actually kind of unsettling. So it's just one to book it past you without actually being harmful. Like, why? Why are we doing this?
Yep.
They also do a pretty good job building an atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere is actually really
Tension
solid.
and anxiety.
The only thing I would say, the soundscape has been immaculate, except the title screen music sucks, and I don't know why they did that. I personally think that what they should do for the title screen is just scrub the music entirely, and just create ominous, echoey, space station sounds like what we're hearing right now. I think all they needed was that ominous. They didn't need any music. They just needed this atmosphere. That was it. That would have been fine. Would have added to the experience, actually. The title screen music is actually obnoxious. I don't know why they chose that. It also encourages you to turn down your audio, at which point you will miss the atmospheric audio when you get into the game, and that's kind of a shame, actually, because I think it actually does a good job once you're in game. I'm not seeing anything wrong. So I'm going to actually use the damn hangar door now.
Yeah. And worst case, it probably just sets you back to floor 7 again, which means you just have to try a bit more.
I'm going to guess if a hostile agent kills me, I go back to 0. I'm going to guess that if I make a mistake in the loops, rather than try to use the hangar door, it may or may not reset me to 0. I feel like the hangar door thing is like a gimme, maybe, where like they only lower it by 1 because, oh, you're really close, well, let's just lower you by 1 and not ruin all your progress. Alright, let's use it. Is this okay now? Cool. Collect all key items before entering Hangar 8. I did it. There's probably two different endings. No, 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 no. Gotcha.
Oh, Satan, I see that you've escaped.
Okay, well, I'm presented with a choice. There's a staircase that I can crouch and get through there, probably. Choices.
I say crouch.
Staircase is better try.
That's what
Okay,
we're
now
going to
we
be
still
driving.
have to.
Okay, we have a log. Let's see. Nobles. Every time I think I've got a handle on things, they throw another wrench into the works. The controls for the ship lift in the hangar are completely secure. The T-shaped handle is broken off. We need a replacement lever to operate it. A black T-shaped handle with red lights on either side. I swear I saw it around Strice somewhere, but things keep shifting, disappearing. And to make matters worse, I replaced my data pad with the DISAP hangar codes. Can't open those massive blast doors without it. The old data pad could be anywhere by now, lost to these right code $sign anomalies. If you're reading this, find that lever, slide into the controls until it clicks, and start searching for my NI data pad. You might have a shot of getting out of this mess.
Hello, Mysterious Dirk.
Oh, hello, Mysterious Dirk. Oh, it's me for that one chain of comments. Oh, yeah, the recent one. Well, thanks for coming by. Also, there's a purple handprint. That's weird. Do I want to press that button? I don't know.
Yes. Red button, red button, red button.
That button can't be pressed. Instead of slot a handle into something, I guess I gotta open things up here.
Wait, you have a lever.
I do.
Yes.
Where do I put it? I use the keyboard to input hangar codes first. Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Too bad there's no monitor I can like see what I'm typing. Okay, where's the lever though? Oh, let's just use the button. Okay. Let's see, what did it say I should do with that? That's a very weird sound for giant space doors opening. Sounds like it's on a little wind-up like wheel or something. I've got almost all the trophies for Frontiers. I need to come back for the final DLC of that still. I have not forgotten that.
The ship lift controls are needing the T-shaped handle, so
must be down the hangar then. All right. So I'm not out of the woods, right? There's gonna be something trying to kill me soon. Oh yeah, because it's like down there, and I gotta lift it up. I'm gonna look around the area before I do, because if anything's gonna... Oh no, why is there... Oh no! Fuck. Not fond of that. Not fond of crate maze plus robot. That's not a good combination. Oh, I see. The crates I can open are blue. Oh, there's multiple of you. You're guarding this door. Huh. Don't let me stop you. This says, I do appreciate that blue equals interactable. This seems to be a rule that's being used here. I mean, sometimes blue isn't interactable, but it does narrow it down quite a bit. Question is, why am I going all the way over here to open something? And there's nothing in it. Like, interesting.
Maybe it's because if you haven't gotten the key items yet, you would be desperately searching for it here.
Maybe. Okay. I think I'm done looking around. How do I raise this up?
This is an Exit 8 game.
Mm-hmm. Also, Smasher had more fun on exploring their own pace over some of the cyberpace stages. I 100%ed the base game and the first two DLCs. That includes the time attack modes being fully aced and everything too. Which, you guys know I'm not much of a speedrunner, but I put a lot of work into that, which is why I definitely want to come back for DLC 3. I didn't 100% the DLCs of the base game and get tons of like bonus stars on my profile, only to stop and not actually do the final DLC. That would be silly. So I'm definitely going to do it at some point. I put a lot of work into that. Now, how do I raise this sucker up? I actually have no idea. I figured there'd be like a lever down here, but I don't see anything. I figured there'd be like a little panel down here by the lift, and I would lift it up. And if you're wondering, I can't jump down there. I can't jump down there, by the way, so... Yeah, I need a control panel. There wasn't up... I left the upper area, but maybe it was up there, actually. Let's see.
Maybe.
I didn't see where to use it, but... Yeah, it's a lever that needs to slot into, like, probably a little nook or something. Like, some sort of, like, place you would put a lever that goes up and down. Kind of like this,
like,
you know?
I am... Like, the lever definitely needs to be used in this, like, place.
Somewhere, certainly. The question is where. Does the D-pad say where? Let's see. A black T-shaped handle. No, it describes the handle. Let's see.
Yeah, the monitor next to the monitor up here, directly next to the data pad.
It says the controls for the ship lift in the hangar. I doesn't say where they are. What's that?
Yeah, on the monitor you see the ship, so probably one of the slots next to the monitor.
There it is. I had to figure out what black line counted as interactable, basically. That's a little annoying, but okay.
So, can you move it up? Okay.
This is going very smoothly, which makes me very suspicious.
Yeah, it wouldn't if you hadn't collected all the items, so...
True.
Don't have all the suit items, you wouldn't be able to control the ship.
I saw something on the wall. A little late. What'd you see? Oh, what's this? Oh no, the blue person saw me take off.
Not the blue person. We need to take Sweepo. No!
Oh. Sorry if you guys are getting drop frames. Just being a little picky about it.
The blue person was Sweepo all along.
I like the Z fight that's happening on the outside of the structure. Lovely ending to the cinematic, a little Z fighting. Wait, it was Sweepo? That when it zoomed out?
Yes.
No.
I see. You escaped. Congratulations. Thank you for playing my first game as a solo developer. This is my attempt to achieve a lifelong goal to become a full-time game developer. Regardless how you attain this copy, the fact you're spending time to play HANGAR 8 means a lot to me. Heart. Developer Twintel Digital Tiger Snark. This is a furry, right? Oh, this is clickable.
Oh, definitely furry.
I was getting furry vibes for the cat face in the store description, but that seems to be clickable. Yet it does nothing when I click it. Tiger Snark. I'll look that up.
Like, it should like open up to like their like FA or something.
Well, they used ChatGPT for translation.
Alright, give me a sec. I would actually look this up real fast. Tiger Snark. First, okay, they don't seem to have a Twitter or anything. They just it has a YouTube. Let's see. Welcome to my channel dedicated long for gaming content such as Let's Plays. Okay, so he also has a YouTube he just does games on. And don't know if they're furry. Jury is still out on that. But they did a pretty good job. Let's see, anomalies discovered. Oh, look, there's a it has a name for them too. Okay. Here's achievements. Alright then. Apparently I missed a logbook. Apparently I didn't find a logbook. Did you guys see a logbook anywhere I missed?
No.
Oh, okay, sure, I'll play some more. They did a pretty good job for the first. I'm gonna choose female this time. I don't think it makes a difference, but...
And before that, like, makes all the difference, it's a whole new game.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm willing to go another I still like elves, and let me guess. The options? No, they didn't reset.
It probably just makes the starting area model have a character in the pod. The male character in the other pod.
Yeah.
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 Well, I missed a log, so I guess I should look for that, but...
Oh, that was such a seamless transition into ads.
Yeah, I think it is being a little more choppy than before, but that's okay.
It just went from this automatically into a Monster Energy ad.
I'm gonna guess the last log was probably in the hangar, and I probably just missed it. Because the hangar was kind of bigger.
Maybe.
I mean, I was looping through... I mean, in the loops, I feel like it's unlikely that there was a log I missed in the loops, because... Let me just count. How many logs did it say that there was? I think 6 in total? So that's 2 of the
6.
logs.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 6.
2 there. We should try getting the game over by getting to the hangar without the required items and see what happens. That's what I'm thinking. I'm counting the logs too, so that's 2. Oh, yeah, they did come with boots. There's a third one here.
Hold up.
These are all ones I've read. What?
The pants weren't there last time. They were in the bathroom, right?
Oh, they move them around a little bit. Oh, that's fair enough. 3. Yeah, I don't think the chest plate was sitting there before. I don't remember, though.
Why the hell? 4 in a row!
Oh, yeah, and the helmet's there. So that's 3. So, and that's 4 here.
I legit got the same ad 4 times in a row.
That's very strange. That explains why you can open so many crates, because they could be randomized where they are.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
And 1 was in the final area in the hangar.
Yeah, I found the 5th one in
Was
the hangar
5?
itself. Yeah, I found 5. Yeah, I found the 5th one there. So, I mean, maybe there's 2 in the hangar.
Or maybe there's something...
Where would I have missed one in the loop, though? I mean, it's possible, but where?
No idea.
The hangar is quite large, so I'll look around it again when I get back there. Assuming I don't immediately game over about the items. We'll see.
And I'll be leaving the call for now, because it's getting late for me.
Yep. You have a good night.
Yeah. Good
Sleep
night.
well.
You haven't got an ad yet? Don't worry, you'll get one. Oh, there! Wait, no, there's a hangar clearance codes. Never mind. That's a sneaky spot for those. Oh, I guess I do kind of need that to even enter the area, so I guess it's good I picked that up. Thinking about it, like, I don't think I can enter otherwise.
Also,
so.
I've never heard the phrase touch wood.
It's a little bit more explicit than touching grass.
I've heard of knock on wood.
So I am actually looking for anomalies as well, kind of casually. I'm doing casual about it because I feel like it's likely that I will be fine and actually not have a problem finding them. At this point, I'd say that the game structure looks like it's not too unreasonable about it, you know? Like, I don't feel like they're gonna be super hard to find. You know what, I'm just gonna pick up random things. As long as I do not have all 6 items, I should not be able to survive, so. So I'll just pick up everything but the lever. Why not? They're kind of just laying around. There. I have everything but the lever. We use touch with the UK too. So touch. So that's like a touch grass variation that exists, I guess. I assume it's a touch grass variation.
No, I think it's a variation of knock on wood.
Oh, I messed up apparently. Okay. Really? Okay. Also, apparently there was an anomaly, so I was not paying enough attention. I was paying less attention, to be fair. I figured I paid enough attention, but apparently not. Wonder what changed. I don't think I'll 100% this game, by the way. On stream, at least. But
I mean, fair
definitely,
enough.
I feel like fighting more anomalies, though. Maybe not all of them, but more. I'm interested in the ones I've seen. I'd like to see a few more. Won't go out of my way to find the last ones. Well, granted, I wonder if this game... I'm not clear. This game might only give me unique anomalies, or it might repeat them. It's hard to say. Sometimes these games will only repeat anomalies once you've found all the anomalies, which I appreciate. I'm not sure what this game is doing. It might be doing that, and it might not be. I guess if we see a repeat anomaly, then we'll know. So... I'm going back to flushing the toilets because that's one thing I didn't do last time, and apparently I made a mistake. So perhaps the flushy toilet needed to be done. Actually, I just realized I was on 0. I did not need to search that one. Well, whatever. Like, legitimately, I was a waste of my own time. Oh well. Is there a way to get a link to the stream?
Eh?
You're watching the stream.
Wait,
so what
where?
you do is you go to your browser bar and you notice that there's a link there, and that's the link of the stream.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Unless you're asking something else that I don't like. From your phrasing, though, it sounds like that's what you're asking. Also, my God, what is going on with the frame rate? Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
It does not like this.
I do think that this I think like when I restarted the game, it's running worse. I think I should maybe restart the whole thing. But yeah, Phil, go ahead. I'm on the mobile app. Oh.
Oh wait, but the stream is.
I
still...
feel like even in mobile, you can get access to that. Hold on a second. I'll give it to you. 1 second. Even in mobile, you should be able to get that information, but the link to the stream is this. God, how shitty is mobile if you can't see the link of the page you're on? Like, what the hell?
Very.
Terribly. Yeah, that's something at the end of the hallway. Let's see. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, your head is a little weird there, buddy. Okay. You know, the fact you're not trying to pursue me is actually more unsettling.
I don't trust it.
Do you see what it's doing? Yeah. Right, well, you have a good day. A share button. Oh, yeah, I guess that exists too. You can see links to the chat, ask chat, but they don't let you open it directly because that would be convenient. And mobile can never be that. Mobile has to be oversimplified trash for mouth breathers who can't think. And thus, if you want any actual functionality... reality you don't get. What the fuck was that? The fuck was
That was
that?
me voicing my anger.
No, what did you make a electric buzzing sound? Was that you?
Yes, that was me.
God fucking damn it, dude. What was that about?
I don't know. I can make weird sounds. I've been through this.
I want to remind you I'm paying attention for anomalies and I thought that guy was pursuing me because you made a weird noise. It's okay, jerk. Mobile is fucking confusing. A lot of devices.
To be fair, yeah.
Are you using the Twitch app or are you using like a browser and loading Twitch into it? Because if I recall, the Twitch app is trash. I think I used it briefly and I was like, nah. Then I uninstalled it. I think that's pretty much what I did with that. No, I never liked mobile because I'm the sort of person who likes to tweak my experience, and mobile is basically designed for stupid people. I'm not saying you're stupid if you use mobile, I'm just saying it's designed for stupid people. Because I think that's a pretty factual statement, actually.
It's not you that's dumb, it's mobile.
Oh, the lever's right there. I'm not going to pick up the lever, unless you guys think I should try to win again. Should I? You know what? I'm going to grab the lever. Thinking about it, like, I'm thinking the last log's in the hangar, so I might need this.
Like, that's how I view it. It's not the people that's stupid, it's the app.
Yeah. Oh, it's not just the Twitch app. I am basically complaining about pretty much any mobile design. Which is generally just... I hate being on mobile devices at all. Because this is why I haven't updated my phone in a while. Well, I just have an old, like a fairly functional tablet. It's not as old as my phone, but it's not exactly new. And that's good enough for me because I just don't like being on mobile. I don't like having a non-customized experience. It's honestly just generally worse than anything I can have on a PC. But also, I understand why people use mobile. In fact, I think there's actually a large portion of people that watch my content on mobile.
You could call me Shiga or Deer. Either is fine.
But yeah, there's quite a few people that actually use mobile. I know quite a few people use mobile to watch my content, so... I'm not deriding people for using mobile. Oh. Oh. I think the blood mist wishes for me to die. I'm gonna leave now. What's that you say? Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I had to hear its whisperings first. Okay. Yeah, there's a blood mist. It wants to murder me. Anyways.
Oh god, that's a creepypasta right there. I literally just spelled it out. S-H-I-K-A. Why is there blood and why is there mist? Good questions, neither of which will be answered.
Yeah, that was an advancing death wall if I ever saw one. I understood the assignment immediately.
I will be right back.
Okay. You know, mobile doesn't have to be bad, it's just, it is. But it doesn't have to be. Like, I don't know, man. Every time I'm on a mobile device, I just feel suffocated. Like, oh man, I really wish I could have this. Oh, I can't. I see, because I'm on mobile. And it's not because of lack of technology. Mobile devices are quite powerful these days and have quite a bit they can do. They just don't let you, right? They just don't let you. Honestly, next time if I eventually do get a more modern mobile device, I think the first thing I'm doing is jailbreaking it, because that's like the only way to actually have a comfortable experience, I'd say. Like even the base mobile Android, at least I've mostly messed with Android, mind you. I haven't really messed with iPhone. I don't think it's much better from what I hear, but the basic Android OS is very suffocating with what it lets you do and what it doesn't let you do. I mean, for instance, I recall one thing that pissed me off greatly is I think my current phone, it just has a Facebook app, but I can't get rid of it. So there's a lot of just random trash social media apps that I'm just forced to have, even though I am so anti-social media. A lot of times it's this is not something I want at all, but I'm forced to have it because I don't get to control my own experience with the phone I bought, right? And that's the dumbest thing. Like, I bought it. I want to use it the way I want to use it. Fuck you. Like, you know, I paid for this. Fuck you. Reluctant jailbreak. Yeah. A lot of companies like to say, like, oh, that's bad. Don't do that. That voids your warranty. And it does void your warranty, but, like, whatever. Honestly, in a lot of cases. But it's like, oh no, how dare the consumer want to have some control over the device they have purchased? Wow. Like, if companies could make it illegal, they would. They definitely, like, treat you like a bad person for wanting to jailbreak your device. But, nah, I get it. It's your device, you bought it. No phones don't do that anymore except for, like, essentials. See, that's the thing, though. I've seen devices that consider things like a Twitter app or a Facebook app, or like, oh, we have this like special, you know, thing that, like, oh, look, we have a special like advertisement based app and that's essential, and it's like what they mark as essential is stupid, really stupid sometimes. Apple's more restricted than Android. Very true. Apple is a kind of a jerk when it comes to like when it comes to like owners of their devices actually having some ability to use them certain ways. I recall the so if you guys look at the darkness at the end of the corner, do you see how there's this red orb in the middle of the screen? Do you see that? It also seems to be getting bigger. That's interesting. So it must be coming this way. That's interesting. All right, I'm gonna go now.
So
Oh! It's still coming. Wow, it was a little faster than I thought. It's not the slowest orb, actually. Hi, Xerix.
hello.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I figured I just stare at it. I figured I just stare at it as it ominously approaches the book it when it gets too close.
I thought staring was a deer thing when they see a light.
We like the Firefly Demon. Hello, I'm sad. Because I left the Firefly Demon? Actually, I noticed that Sweepo was gone at the same time, like, I think. So, like, he got replaced by that, I guess? You worked all afternoon in apple pie, and it fucked up. How'd you fuck it up? Did you burn it? You know, if you burn it, you could probably just scrape off the top layer, and it'd probably be fine. Or you could just remove the upper layer if it's burnt. It turned
depends on
into
how burnt
apple and
it
rock
got.
candy pie. So did you overcook it and burn it, or did you, like, solidify it somehow by cooking it? Oh, I bet you he probably got the apple pie filling. I bet he got the mixture wrong, and it thickened way too much. To be fair,
Honestly,
apple rock candy sounds kind of nice. Maybe a little awkward to eat, but I'm pretty sure it would still taste good. The filling simmered too long and became a solid mass. Yeah, you probably didn't put enough liquid into it. That's a real hard thing to balance, though, because like too much liquid in a pie and you ruin it. It becomes soggy, but too little and stuff like that can happen. Got the mixture just right. Oh, okay. So you just cooked it too long? Doesn't sound so much like you overcooked it. You just boiled off all the water.
I mean, how much heat did he put into the furnace? At least I assume they use a furnace.
I'm assuming oven. But...
Oven, yeah, oven.
Furnace.
I mean, I've seen people try to make pies in an oven before. Don't tend to go too well.
The recipe said 3 to 5 minutes. I did 5 plus a bit more. Wait. Oh, do you cook the filling separately from the pie? Because the pie takes way longer than 5 minutes to cook, right? Pretty sure a pie takes more than 5 minutes to cook. Pretty sure that's like a
I mean,
30-minute process or something.
I never made a pie, so I wouldn't know. I only have ever made a cake, technically.
Ah, so you cook the filling first. Okay. I would have just dumped the raw filling into the pie and baked it. I didn't realize that it had to be baked separately. So you pre-cook the filling and then put it in the pie and then bake the pie? Is that how that works? Oh! Clever. This wasn't a black cat last time I was here.
It's not white?
This was not a black cat. I think it was like kind of like a brown tabby or something, brown and white or something. That was not a black cat before, so Cat Doc's energy activated. Cat Doc's is basically a black cat, though more accurate would be to call it a dark purple cat. Still black cat, totally black cat. If you know what I mean by that, black cat energy. I guess the official term is Bombay. I think that's what most like the standard black cat is a Bombay. That's like the breed. I have a question for you guys. If you run a lot in a game, do you like hearing your character breathe heavily? Like, I get it's a bit diegetic, because like if I'm running in a game and my character never breathes, it's kind of like, oh, don't they need to catch their breath at some point? But I kind of don't like. I don't like it. I don't like hearing breathing like that when I run in the game.
I would understand it if it's like short, like lets you know that you're low on HP, but only for like the beginning of when you're running. But it should not last so long.
Like if you keep running, it'll just keep going, and if you stop, you'll still hear it until your character catches their breath. But like here, there's no point. It's not like the breathing happens and then I slow down. I'm actually able to keep running. It's just kind of a sound there, and it's like I get it. It's diegetic, but I don't think I like it very much in games, no matter how the game's using it.
I mean, maybe the character you're playing as never does cardio.
You know what I'd accept, though? If you want to make it clear to the player like they're really out of stamina with that, I would just have it be like a whoo, and that's it, just one hoof, and then like that's it. You don't keep hearing it, and it like lets you know you're kind of out of breath. Like there you go. That way you would have a diegetic noise, but it wouldn't be just constant panting. Like... But yeah, sorry to hear about your pie, though. Sorry, I went off on a tangent trying to understand how pies are made, apparently, but whatever. It's a learning experience. My first time I made a loaf of bread from scratch. It was pretty good, but I honestly think I may have consumed a little bit of raw dough because I made a mistake. I packed butter into the bread, into the dough before baking, which is a thing you can do, but I did it wrong, and so a part of it didn't really cook as well because there was kind of butter in it. It didn't over butter, fortunately. Like the butter actually kind of distributed pretty nicely after that, but like there was a part of it that was kind of a little bit soggy, and I'm not sure if it cooked properly. I seemed to be fine. It didn't make me sick or anything. It was still very tasty. I just need to be more careful next time. Zelda low heart beeping? Oh god, I hate that too. Yeah, here's what the cat normally is. Brown and white. Or kind of tan and white, I guess. That's pretty subtle, actually. I have to... We have to keep track of things. Like, I have to make sure that things... Color-wise, texture-wise. It's actually a change I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't expect them to change the cat's texture entirely.
I mean, at this point with this series, I expect anything to be possible to change, little or big or small.
Theoretically true, but some devs kind of show their hand like, yeah, they're not skilled enough to do that, so they're not going to do that, you know? Or they're not skilled enough / too lazy too, because that takes a lot of more editing work for the model. You know.
Fair. Though there are going to be those that basically find a easier way to do it. It depends.
True, and there's also, of course, those developers that actually do bother to put in the effort for such things. I did not see any anomalies. I'm going to advance. At this point, we've already won the game once, so I'm not really, like... I'm not going to be despondent if I lose a little progress. It's fine. I didn't check the turret. I am being dumb. We always check the turret first. Why do we check the turret first? Because I don't want it to shoot me in the back because I'm not checking it. That's why we check the turret first. I'm just waiting for that thing to decide to murder me. It's going to happen. But yeah, Farrah says, I'm not going to serve that to my friends at the potluck. And the damn filling burned me. Oh god, careful. I better splash my hand when I put the sugars in. Oof. Short beat that stops here. That is definitely better. Yeah. By the way, I have to say the anomalies in this game are interesting. I should probably die to one of them at some point. I think there's an achievement to die to them, and also there might be something interesting if I die to them. For now, though, I want to get to the end of the game again, just to get a log, probably. Probably. Cleaning robots are adorable, just in general. I'm reminded of the ones in some Star Wars films, too, that I was like, oh, these are cute. Paying special attention. Mouse droids, that's what they're called. Yeah, the little mouse droids. Watch out, you're gonna run into that thing. Oh, careful. I almost got hit by that. Alright, well. Oh, mistakes were made. So I noticed that when I make a mistake, I lose 1 progress. That makes this one of the easier this makes this one of the easier Exit 8 likes. Because if you make a mistake, you don't go back to 0. You just lose 1. So there was an anomaly. I did not see it. It's probably one of the more subtle ones, like the cat, which I did notice the cat. There's probably something more subtle that I missed. Oh well.
Welcome back, Chica.
Hi, Sheikah.
Hello.
So I missed 2 anomalies so far. That's okay though. I'm not 100% in this game, like I said, but I am going to do 1 or 2 more runs. Probably 1 run after this to get a bad ending. This ending, Curiosity. Killed the cat dogs. What is that? I just want to know what that is.
I want to know, but I don't want to die.
Sometimes one has to die to know. They'll come back.
Oh,
to life.
I'm already dead.
Oh, this wasn't here a moment ago. Okay, this is surprisingly involved. Intriguing. Uh-oh. Also, yeah, I prefer the Lost of One level too, but very many Exit likes do not do that. I've seen this occasionally, very occasionally. This might be like the 3rd or 4th game where that's what they've done. It's not very common. Most X8 likes are like, well, See, here's the problem. I like playing these X8 likes, but a lot of X8 likes take the like part too seriously, and they're like, well, the original X8 had you lose all your progress if you made a mistake. So my game has to do that too, and that's really why most of them do it. I think. Also, I don't know what to do.
Which is fair.
I expected just to die, but I'm not dead, but I am trapped.
Oof.
Oh, I was right though. There's where the last log is. I don't know how it happened really. So I had to actually get caught up in an anomaly to find the last log. That's interesting. I mean, Steyer's pretzels, so I will eat, but I will talk with my mouth full. Sorry. Or somebody else. Actually, know what? No. Okay. Sheikah, read it.
Oh god, it's blurry on my end.
I'm in an ad, right?
Let me see if I can strengthen.
Oh,
Give me 34 minutes.
That's not how long my ads are, but okay.
Okay, I think I can read it now. It's cleared up for me.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, okay. Let me. No. I don't know how it happened. Really, I stopped to. Yes, whatever that means, and the station must have shifted. I tried to catch up with the crew, but I
what is
took a
this?
turn and got. But I took a turn and got trapped in the back rooms instead. Every other turn, it seems. That's how I read. That's how I read it.
That is what it says. Sheikah, do you mind letting him read it? Stop interrupting.
Sorry.
It's fine. Every other turn seems that I have to crouch under low-hanging pipes. What is this, Mario? My back aching from the constant strain. I can hear the distant echoes of the crew. Faint and distorted, but every turn I take leads to nowhere. We should have evacuated when that hit and the first anomaly started. If anyone finds this now, if anyone finds this is know that I discovered a potential exit, I'm going to investigate. But I'm not sure if it will happen when I press the button. I found this and decided to leave a record just in case. If this is the end, I want to say that it's been serving with all of you.
It's been a hapnipsips to serving with all of you.
It's been a hibachi serving with all of you.
That's an Andorian system. That's an Andorian system. A strong positive filling. All right, let's see.
Yeah, I stopped the
If I can't read it, I'm not gonna try.
Thanks for reading that out for me while I eat some pretzels.
You're welcome.
Question is, what do I do now? I'm glad I found that log, though. It feels like that's a very easy to never find log, because I had to go down obvious bad thing path, so... Let's see, where was that log? It was, like, right here. Right? No.
Also, I will say this. Well, when Chica said they are in an ad, my phone was not in an ad, because sometimes for some reason, the Wi-Fi in my home sometimes is weird where it prevents ads. Somehow.
It's not. No. Sometimes ads just will not play for some people when there's an ad break. Sometimes it just will not trigger for some people. It can be a dynamic thing based on how many ads you've recently seen as well. Like, it's kind of weird. Find a button, I guess so.
I thought it was Wi-Fi.
Sometimes you need to stop to jump.
Find a button.
I do not know the gibberish words, so I'm not.
It's important part of the day.
I mean, there's this lever. No, that lever doesn't work.
Fair enough.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Aha! I didn't see the button. I saw an interact prompt. Oh no. Oh, just one of them. That's not too bad. Okay, well. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? The door closed again. No, wait, no. Did it? No, it didn't close. I'm just dumb. It's not like you can pass through here. What? Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Concern. Okay, only that open. So it's actually a way I can actually leave. This is it's not a perma-stuck. I can actually get back out. Which might apply to the robot. I'm gonna go back now, because that was probably an anomaly, all said. But it was a useful anomaly. They gave me the last dialogue, which, my god, that was not easy to find. I didn't get it. Did get an achievement for finding it as well. So hooray! Okay, so.
Hooray!
So actually, I kind of wish I hadn't picked up the items because I actually want to get the game over now. I decided to pick up all the items so that I could properly explore the hangar again rather than just immediately get a game over. But that's because I was trying to look for the log. But apparently, there it is. So I guess I don't need to explore the hangar again. That's okay though. We need to win the game without picking up all the items then. So. We'll do that next time. Now I don't have to look for logs. I just have to look for anomalies. Well, at least you're not running in the hall this time. Right then. Shadow Monster is a classic thing, but it is creepy because it's a thing you can see but also not see. It's a thing you can only see indirectly, rather. Which is a little bit creepy. Which straight would be late, but seems on time based on duration time. No? It's an hour late. Hey, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
This is not a bad game, though. This is actually... It doesn't make that many mistakes, which, mind you, with X8 likes, there are a lot of mistakes X8 like devs usually make. Partially because the formula is very delicate, in the sense that, like, if you disbalance it, it becomes frustrating and not fun very easily. But also, a lot of devs mess up this formula because of lack of effort. They're just trying to cash grab on a formula, right? But sometimes you hit devs that you end up hitting up devs that do know what they're doing and do actually care. So honestly, a lot of missteps I see in X8 likes could be simply avoided by trying, which unfortunately some devs don't do.
I'd say I wouldn't be also surprised if another form of the reason why it comes out bad is that they started thinking it was going to be simple. They realized it's much harder than they ever done before, and they kind of gave up halfway until they kind of produced whatever the hell they could.
I'm reminded of that one. Also, thank you very much, Reese, for 29 months. You are...
Oh, cool, Reese.
Almost to a... Let's see. You're approaching your next badge soon, I think. I think it's 2. I don't remember, actually, when the next badge is. I always forget. There's tiers to it. Multiple layers. Okay, everything seems pretty normal so far. $2.5 years. Yeah.
Just checking what my case. Wow, 3 years I've been watching. That's neat.
Thanks for the dedication.
I mean, you were the reason why I started watching content creation again after happened
Oh!
from 5 years ago.
Also, oh,
I'm surprised that I've been following since almost 3 years as well. Wait, no, I've been 5 years, I thought.
I thought it was longer too, actually.
I mean, I think you were definitely after me because I recall then noticing you coming over time.
Well, I should note that if you ever accidentally unfollow because you misclicked, I think that just resets the entire thing.
That could be the case as
I
well.
think I had a different Twitch account.
Or somebody, you know, in the process of me doing this, this job, I have run into numerous people that had accounts and then lost them. And it's made me really aware that, guys, write down your passwords and make sure that you keep them unique. Like, it's very... I've seen a lot of people lose their accounts for one reason or another. And have to come back with a new account, and then they have to reset their progress. It's a little bit sad.
In some cases, loses their account because of a bot or a hack, which what happened with Wolf Mage.
Yeah, I've seen that. The most common thing I've seen is just, oh yeah, I have a new account because I forgot my password. Like, why are you that reckless? Remember, like, write the stuff, like, securely, but write the stuff down or something. Like, you know, like, I'm going to guess it's a case of relying on Google Chrome to remember your passwords or something. Your browser remember passwords, but then your browser has a reset, so you lose everything. Probably that.
I mean, in my case, it's mostly because I created an account in the attempt purpose to see what's in that specific something out of curiosity, and then kind of like stopped caring after a while, and then like, oh yeah, I did use the account. Oh, I forgot the code. Luckily, in a weird, bizarre way, and nowadays, we can technically change the password if you forgot your previous one.
At
least that helps.
Yeah. Okay, everything seems normal here. I'm gonna go, I guess hit the game up again.
No, there was one mistake I did make, oddly enough, where... Oh, hello, Christoph.
Hey, bye.
Hello.
I hope you're doing all right.
Hey, bye.
Well,
Wait, so you guys are playing in Exit 8 for 3 hours or something?
Yeah, it's actually a good one. Like,
yeah,
it's a good one. It's also the first game of this person. They did a good job.
Right.
Oh yeah, there was one time I did an error in the code with one of my codes. I somehow messed up one letter, so when I typed it down on my book to remember it, it wasn't working anymore.
Mm.
I only know one.
You gotta be careful with that too.
Yeah.
To reiterate for Christov's, it's an XA like that uses the low poly thing that we've seen in some Howlers, which admittedly I don't think I've ever seen used in an XA like. The anomalies seem to be pretty fair. The atmosphere is actually really well done. Space Station, derelict Space Station is the vibe. And also, I just won the game again, so that's my second win. I need to win the bad way now. I was looking for logs. There's items you have to collect, 6 of them. It's not really that hard, but you gotta look around for them. Or you don't get a good ending, so... I'm assuming I can't skip the, yeah, I can't skip this cutscene. Alright, that's fine. Give me 1 second.
Bye.
Bye.
So now would be a good time to put a shirt on. I just kind of never did that.
Oh yeah, I need to wear clothing.
I guess. I mean, if I have to.
I critique everyone for wearing clothing, and I forgot to put on clothing.
Oh, whoa.
Ah,
So 12 and 50.
It's not like we can see you.
Exactly.
Tell me, do what you want.
I can be hypocritical.
I heard one saying, hypocrisy does not make you wrong. What you're saying is wrong, but it still makes you a hypocrite.
I remember that YouTuber. There was some YouTuber that always sits down in front of his webcam and just randomly, I don't remember who the YouTuber was, but randomly one day they just admitted like, yeah, I rarely wear pants. I don't really need to. Like, yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're just sitting at a desk, so.
Yeah,
Sure, ma'am, do what you want.
Oddly enough,
I mean,
oddly enough,
admittedly,
that is.
you know.
Clothing feels weird sometimes, and like going from font form for body kind of is weird for me to explain.
No, it is actually a bit more common. The more comfortable you're at your house, the less likely you wear pants. Because I remember when COVID happened, that people started to do like news reports in their houses, and there was one sir who forgot to wear his pants because
Pants
he was so
suck, right?
comfortable.
Like,
Yes.
Not always. It kind of depends on the brand of pants.
okay, there's some
especially
comfiness wise. I'm like, man, some people like wearing jeans. I'm like, no, fuck jeans. They're like really stiff
No.
and annoying. Like
honestly,
I
for
have
me, jeans
sweatpants
are.
on.
like sweats are fine. Sweatpants are generally fine, but
I'm more like dumpster Joey. Short pants are great. Shorts are great.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, why is there a? Huh. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. I'll grab this. So I'm grabbing everything but the lever. That way I can do the game over. The reason I'm grabbing everything but the lever is because everything's really bulky and in the way, and it might be blocking me from looking at anomalies. So I'm just removing everything that isn't the lever. So, which I've already done. I've already grabbed everything. It's not very hard to grab the items. All right, there we go. Not sure where the lever is. I wonder if it's always in the same place. Maybe. Cargo pants are okay. Again, not the most comfortable things, but yeah. I will admit, like, I'm sure there's a lot of like content creators out there that literally just make their content about wearing pants or something because, like, how often does that become actually relevant to whether you're making? Like, not very often, not unless you're like the sort of person that shows up full body on a webcam or something.
I have deer pants, which are floofy pants with deers on them
That's pretty cute.
and hooves.
For me, it kind of depends. Like, if it's cold or hot, I just wear shorts because they kind of balance out.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, that's the main reason. That's the main thing that motivates, like, putting on a bunch of stuff for me is, like, yeah, being cold. Though I like... Oh, I see. There was a bit of an accident here. Right.
Just a bit.
Yeah, I do really like being cold, though, so I'm actually kind of okay with, like... Yeah, not put it on everything all the time, because it's like, I don't mind being a little nippy, and also during summer, like, just screw summer in general. Like, not a good...
So
clothing is annoying in summer, I find.
I've been hearing so many stories recently of people hating summer.
Summer sucks. If summer is your favorite season, what's wrong?
I birthdays in summer!
It is for kids
So
because they get out of school.
Middle of July, middle of summer for my birthday.
Well, for me, it's actually around November to December because at least the weather is actually a bit less hot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get snow, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Though I have heard of some desert actually started snowing recently, which has happened for more than over 10,000 years or something like that. At least like the last ice age, I guess.
Another problem with clothes. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but do you ever like, you clean yourself up, take a bath, take a shower, and then for a while afterwards, if you put on clothes, they're just gonna get sticky,
Yes.
right?
Not really in my case. The
So
only time I ever
again, don't read into this, please, but like you just kind of your skin just stays kind of moist for way too long, and if you put anything on, then the clothes get kind of like I
only
have
when I'm in
this
the
issue
beach.
sometimes.
For me, if I wear a shirt in a beach while entering the waters, specifically, not when I get out of the water.
But that's kind of different. I mean, like when you're like out of like a liquid and you're still remaining damp. It's basically like a humidity thing, but I'm like extremely sensitive to humidity. So you put a little bit of humidity in the air, and now I'm moist, yo. Like, oh no.
Well, I dry out fast because of where I'm from. I dry out faster, so I guess that means that I don't end up with that situation often enough.
This is why I'm actually
Dude.
okay with dry heats, but I hate any heat with any moisture in the air. God.
Same.
only the mountains.
I'm sorry, I had to quote that.
What?
Oh dear, Sheikah. Also, I just realized a pun that I said there with
Yeah, I saw it.
Dear. God damn it.
Precise says, "Gotta love wet dog." You gotta love wet dog.
Unless they end up turning into a drill.
It's ironic,
When
actually. Now I think about it, because dogs, takes a little bit for them to dry off, because fur. But after taking a bath or whatever, for me, same deal. I don't even need the fur for that problem. God.
So I will say this: one of the worst things that happens when you live in a hot environment and have a cold shower, depending on if the weather had a sudden change from cold, had a bit of more of a balance of how hot to cold water. I got the word between somehow for some reason. But basically, whatever it's supposed to be like, when I get out, if the weather changed suddenly from cold to hot when I get out of the shower, my back starts itchy for some reason. Like the sudden change basically affects me in a weird way. It's annoying when it happens because I think I have an itch, but I don't. But it does. So it's the sudden change, so I can't even scratch it away.
It is possible to be allergic to an extreme temperature change. By the way, FYI, you might have something like that.
If that's the case, then I'm surprised I never ended up at a hospital. It's
There are people that break out in hives if it gets too cold, say. So.
Yeah, fair.
It's an unfortunate thing that some people's bodies have trouble with.
For me, my skin just cracks a lot during the winter.
Oof. That's a case of things being too dry for you. Dry, cold.
Yeah.
You need to get some humidity in there in winter. Maybe a humidifier, perhaps, during winter?
I had a humidifier, but the base broke because someone decided to hit it with a hammer!
Oh.
Oof.
That's not really conducive to its functioning, and that's kind of rude.
Winter's okay. As I got older, winter just... As you get older, winter just goes from going, I hate the winter, to like, winter's okay.
The bug, it got free, and its organs are not removed. Good for it.
Hey, Beerus got the good ending.
He's taking Beerus taking a nap. All right. I like how it bedded down. That's kind of cute. What is it? Notes that there's a rare condition to be allergic to all food and drinks other than water. Yeah, I have heard about that too, which is like the most miserable fucking thing. Kind of cute bug. Kind of cute bug. Kind of cute little alien parasite bug. Probably not good for you, but it's kind of cute.
Listen, when it affects you, at least you have the comfort to know it's cute.
By the way, Sheikah, I'm not trying to like make you feel self-conscious, but you've been breathing really hard into your mic.
God damn it, I'm sorry. I had to... Better?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to see how you sound between talking moments. But yeah, just realized there was a lot. There was a lot of breathing ASMR for the last since you got back
I'm
from
sorry, I didn't
dinner.
know that.
I didn't even notice, honestly.
Pet, pet, pet.
But
But
Yeah, there's a nice. This is this developer's first game. They did a pretty good job, honestly. They made one of the more competent Exit 8 likes, and did it in a style I have not seen it in before. Which, again, this style I've seen it all over the place. Never for an Exit 8 like though. This was a nice little touches. Like I really do appreciate Sweepo here.
isn't there someone that's like in a bubble because they're like allergic to everything?
Sweepo complains if you get in his way, which I appreciate.
little guy.
Just a little guy.
I didn't know I was breathing out.
It's the first time I hear about it, honestly.
Sweepo deserves head
Well,
pats.
for today.
He's doing a good job.
I
So-
moved my mic away from my mouth, so it should be better.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Wonder if
vocal. Yeah, I think that's a key detail because if you have your mic near your mouth, you don't sound any louder. You don't sound any clearer. It's just subtly I hear breathing. Like that's it. That's like the only change. So you move your mic away a little bit, the breathing stops, but you're completely clear when you speak all the same. So yeah, definitely try to keep it from going too close to your mouth because you sound perfect when it's a little further away. And you're not even quiet. Like your volume doesn't even change. Oh no. Well, I say oh no, but I don't actually know what I'm looking at.
Oh no, I don't know.
What is it? Is it moving with? It's moving with me.
Maybe it's another you?
It's quote unquote looking at me. I say quote unquote because I'm not really sure what I'm looking at.
It's observing.
Well, it's a giant Phillips screw head. Yeah, that's kind of what it makes me think of too. Strange.
We're back rooms. This is quite, you're quite in space.
Well, I mean, space facilities can have back rooms after all, like maintenance paths and stuff. What is up with it?
Also, I think the actual back rooms are,
Something weird happened to the door shading. Okay, that's odd.
eh.
The actual back rooms are what?
I think the actual back rooms are like space-time continuum doorway or whatever.
I mean, I think that's one of the canonicities. I think what I remember here from MapPad that the back rooms are just leftover things that were not added to real life, treating real life like a video game.
The original, specifically the original description is you enter the back rooms when you no clip out of reality, and as we all are pretty surely know, no clip is kind of a video game term. So yeah, it always had this weird video gamey. Honestly, it's kind of cringy. Like, oh no, I no clipped out of reality. It sounds very silly, but that was the original description. So you found Unicron. Perhaps that's what it was. The actual backroom lore is an in-between universe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a transitional spot.
And by the way, you guys know how I constantly look for Steam games? That's how I find so many X8 likes. I also find 5 million Backrooms room games. And it pisses me off when I see so many Backrooms games. I'm okay with there being Backrooms games, but here's the thing. There are like thousands of Backroom locations. And every Backrooms game is, let's do the moldy carpet, fluorescent light yellow place. Let's do the pool rooms. Let's do the exact same shit everybody else has already made a game about over and over and over again, despite the fact there's tons of backroom locations. It's frustrating as hell. Well, that's the popular one. I'm just going to do the same one over and over again of all of our games. Like, it's like, holy shit, you have so many options and you just pick the same thing over and over again. It just pisses me off, man. Do you know how many wacky ass... There's like a backroom location. Like, there's so many different floors. Most people only think of like 5, but there's like tons. There's absolute tons. Some of them are really interesting sounding, and I'd love to see them in a video game, but nobody makes that because it's not popular. That's not a well-known floor, so we can't make a game about it. But I mean, of course, right? That's what you're going to see on Steam. Still going to complain about it. Just because just because there's a lot of lazy devs out there doesn't mean they have to be lazy. So I will always hold them accountable to that. Yeah, there's a lore site for it. Here, let me give you the Backrooms wiki. Like, let me just here. I think it's this, if I recall. But like, if you go to the levels page and just start scrolling it, you will see what I'm talking about. Like Cluster 1 here. Like most people who are just casually aware of backroom stuff are probably not aware of just how much there is, because nobody actually bothers to talk about anything but like 5 different levels. But in fact, Cluster 1 here has, you know, the main 9, which are some of the more popular ones. We got 9 to 99, 100 to 199, 900 to 909. Cluster 2 goes further.
Oh my god.
Doc?
Okay, apparently this page has music. I did not know that would happen, but apparently. Okay, but that's just standard levels. And there's the negative levels. Here's Cluster -1. Here's the negative levels, and then Cluster 2 has that. Level without -1,000, the human limit, you know. Anomalous levels exist too with special names. Special fonts too, apparently.
What the hell?
No, when I say there's a fuck ton, I mean it.
Jesus.
And then there's also the front rooms.
Is that the front room's just normal life?
I think so. And then there's joke levels, which were not meant to be serious. Spuggers. All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is SpongeBob
yeah, that's a
the
joke
SpongeBob
level.
popsicle?
If you just go to standard levels and you just randomly click something on standard levels without paying any attention. Now, obviously, see, these are not all filled, so it's not like not every single one is filled, but there's always room for more to be added. But like, if you just click something, level 658, what is it? Awkward building. Why is there music on so many of these pages? I didn't realize that they blitzed the hell out of the fandom page. What the hell? Wait, this is Sonic music.
Amazing, honestly.
Yeah, check this out for yourself. This is quite a fun like wiki to look at, actually. But you know, that's why I'm annoyed. There's so many like things. Do people just make up levels? Yeah, it's kind of like SCPs. Where there's a wiki, people can create an SCP, and yeah, it's added to the list. And there are so many interesting backrooms out there that have never had a game made about them because they're not popular, like the major ones are. I really hate that's human nature, though. Like, you can have a grand wealth of interesting things, but like 5 things get well known and popular, and everybody just focuses on that and ignores the rest of that wealth, right? Despite there still being plenty of interesting things, humans will just focus on like a few things, and that's it.
We as a species are a very simple creature. A little bit too simple at times.
Now, keep in mind, of course, since there's so many different levels made by so many different people, some of them are better than others. But I remember reading one that was like a really complex, like it had a complete ecosystem location, and like there was a base set up there by survivors, and it was quite interesting. Like some of those pages people put a lot of work into effectively their fan fiction. Local Shadows makes it out of his weight while she reads about yellow rooms. But yeah, I would love to see somebody make a backrooms game for like backroom levels that people don't talk about. Admittedly, there is Escape the Backrooms, which is probably the best backrooms game I've been seeing, made by a guy who's actually very witty. He does development logs on YouTube, but those development logs are like heavily scripted and edited and actually very funny. And also, while he has added, of course, the popular levels, he's also added a number of levels I had never heard of. Like there's this one where It's like nothing but water. You have to cross in a boat, but like there's something trying to bite you out of the water. And I don't think I remember hearing about that floor before. So that's kind of cool. He's been adding some of the more obscure floors, at least obscure when it comes to what people talk about. But also, I think he's adding stuff that people literally just don't talk about, which I appreciate. I mean, I get it. If you make a backwards game with the popular floors, I get why he added the popular floors. I just am happy that he added the popular floors and then said, now I'm going to add other things. Like, it's a shame, though, because it's like humans are simple creatures. So, like, you have to focus on the popular thing, or your thing will be like if somebody made a backwards game that had none of the popular floors, nobody would care, even if it's a really good game, because it's like, well, it says backwards, but like I don't see like the one I recognize, so I'm not interested. Like, people self defeat though. Like, why would you want to retread the same backrooms areas you've already played in other games? Wouldn't you want a new experience? The whole idea of the backrooms is that it's an uncanny environment that makes you feel unsettled. How unsettled will you feel if it's the same environment you've seen a billion times? I think you want a new experience with that sort of thing, that sort of vibe, you know?
Yeah, I do agree with that. It would be nice to see newer things.
I think that's the stupidest thing. Like, people focus on just a few things, focus on the popular things. They miss all the unpopular things. And what's funny is a lot of people would probably enjoy the unpopular things a lot. It's just they don't care because it's not popular. That's why I'm a hipster, you see.
I mean, there's also the thing that when coming up to the more popular thing, that's where the most of the people will be. Not just for content, but because for people you want to talk to. Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, depending on those who are communicating with others for discussions.
There needs to be a level on top of some giant dragon belly, or something coming in fat fur like that. Cute. But backwards aren't supposed to be nice. There is?
There is.
Wow.
Says there is, refuses to elaborate. Got it. Cool.
I forgot which show, but there's one that literally you're spawned inside a stomach and noises are all around you.
Nice. But no, here's the thing about the backrooms. There's like danger levels for them. Some of them are very hostile, some of them can be dangerous. There's actually safe ones though too.
Oh no, that is a danger level because you literally get eaten as you go through.
I said on, not in. Yeah, Fair did say on, to be fair. Somebody's upset.
Why does it sound like the zombies from like Half-Life?
Most vacuum purists hate the nice levels. I think the nice levels are completely reasonable. Because I think the idea of the backrooms is that it's kind of just uncanny and unfamiliar and weird, and it doesn't necessarily have to be hostile, in my opinion. You know, I think safe levels can still be like unsettling or uncanny, and I think that makes the whole idea more interesting because, like, if you don't have nice levels, then every time you go to a new level in this universe, you know it's going to be a bad thing in some way. It's like, it's better to have the mystery of whether or not it will be bad by having some levels that are not bad, you know? I mean, that's why Exit 8 likes are interesting to me. I don't know if I'm going to run into an anomaly or not on a loop, you know? And that can be interesting if handled correctly. If there was always an anomaly, then it would maybe be a little bit more samey, you know?
I mean, sometimes making it different, like, I think one of the ones that I remember watching a few years, not years ago, like a year ago, where there's one of the backroom games I saw where when they were playing it, like, there were a level that was safe, and then when you get to the next one, it's not safe. The other one is not safe, but then the fourth one is safe. Differs from, but the safe is temporary at times, because then there could be something if you last there for too long, if you don't pick a direction. Mm-hmm. Can't remember which one that was, but I had it was a lot of fun to watch it.
Oh, I knew immediately when I entered this room something was wrong. It's gonna back away. I've learned to look at you guys. Triple-A. Right? That's a simple anomaly. We've seen it before in other X8 likes, but I do appreciate the thing is just staring at you type anomaly. Liminal is often better than hostile. Yeah. Liminal with some hostility mixed in is perhaps the best sort of way of doing it. Keeps you guessing. Keeps things more unsettled or more off-kilter, you know? Which I think is the goal of Liminal. If you're making something liminal, then have a situation where you can't predict what's going to happen because it's routine. If something becomes routine, I don't think the liminal aspect really works at that point. It's got to keep you on your toes somewhat. But yeah, so apparently there is a backrooms level that is Vor. Not surprising, but I also have no way of knowing how to find it amongst the thousands there are. Tricky, though. Oh. It does appear that there's a reason to open the chest for anomalies. How many anomalies have I found? 18. So, finding all 50 anomalies would take quite a while because I don't know if you noticed, but this game has a... You know, the ratio of this game is pretty 50-50. So, you're only getting anomalies like half the time, so... on average, so you're not getting them super fast. Some X8 likes can throw anomalies at you much faster. So, getting all 50 anomalies would be very tedious. And obviously, I'm not... Like I said, I'm not going to 100% this because... Yeah, that's kind of tedious. IRL, I wouldn't want to feed room. I have a limit. It's been an interesting conversation before. The IRL idea of fattening is such a mixed bag. It's such a mixed bag thing. You asked me about it, and I'm like, I'd love that. But then, yeah, then I would also answer, but also I don't want to like become health crisis levels either. Like it's, but that's the problem. IRL feeding is a neat idea, but like, I feel like you'd have to figure out a way of still exercising so you don't put yourself at a great deal of health risk. I did have a theoretical diet that it's theoretical because I can't find any science on this. Well, I mean, I can find science on it, but I can't find anybody doing a diet for this because there is no official diet that anybody has made for this. But I did have an idea for a diet where you basically ate food that made you gain a lot of... Oh, God, I forget the terms. Oh, I think it's extra something fat rather than intra fat. Let's see, look up what the term is. Visceral fat versus... Hold on.
AKA become a sumo fighter.
Visceral fat versus subcutaneous fat. That's it. If you're wondering what the hell those terms mean, basically, I had a theoretical... Yes, sumo wrestling is like the closest thing I can do for finding the diet I'm trying to find. Basically, subcutaneous fat is the fat that's under your skin. It's the fat that basically stands out, flabs you out, is wobbly. Visceral fat is the fat that forms around your organs, your arteries, your blood vessels, etc. I basically have this idea that, like, first off, when it comes to people liking fat and stuff, it's usually the subcutaneous fat that people are most fond of. And the subcutaneous fat, as you might be able to notice from that description, is far less dangerous than visceral fat. Visceral fat's what can clog your arteries. Visceral fat's was what can, choke out your organs. So if you had a diet that focused entirely or almost entirely on building subcutaneous fat, but also keeping you slim on visceral fat, which could be done, theoretically, especially with proper exercising. That means that you could plump out, but keep that fat away from your, like, arteries and your organs, and in the process, they would be pretty healthy. The only thing that they would have to deal with the extra weight from the subcutaneous fat, so it would still put a burden on them. But if you were also, like, exercising and keeping your muscles strong, then you probably could handle the weight just fine, like, on an organ level, especially since the organs are not being clogged up themselves. So Oh, hello. Oh, look, they're multiplying. That's cute. Bye. They're taking over the ship. But yeah, so that's my theoretical idea for a safe feeding diet would be something that promotes subcutaneous fat growth, but also reduces visceral fat. Because the visceral fat is really the most dangerous fat. Yeah. Subcutaneous is basically harmless except for the fact that it burdens your body because it's extra weight. But extra weight itself is fine if your body is strong enough to handle it. You know, you build up your muscles. You're active enough that your body is like, yeah, I can handle this. But yeah, so that's what IRL feeding, like, if you want to do that, I would recommend working off of my theory diet idea. I don't know what the diet would actually entail, because it's, like, really hard to research this, because whenever you start looking up, hey, how can I reduce visceral fat? All you get is, like, yeah, here's diets to not be flabby in general, because flabby bad. Flabby always bad. So how's it going? Okay.
My tum is just always a substitute bed for my. What the?
Well, I like how matter of fact she was. Like, I'm gonna force choke you and then go back to staying here. I'm just waiting for something. Oh wow, I'm at hangar. Wait, I'm at hangar 8. Oh, so actually, that's kind of cool. When I went to hangar, I had to go through hangar 8 multiple times because there was an anomaly. But I guess going back one, it went from hangar 8 to hangar 8 because I had technically gone through hangar 8 twice. So it actually, like, subtracted 1 from the invisible 9 I had, which is nice of it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is one of the few Exit 8 like resolves that actually makes you lose 1 progress, not the entire thing, which I do think is honestly better. It allows for more experimentation and actually seeing the anomalies, or maybe even dying to them without fretting about complete reset of progress.
But yeah. My belly's very squishy and is a substitute bed for my Maltese.
Oh. So I on the subject of the feeding thing, like, it has actually, okay, it's actually come up with Vestler, like, the idea is, like, of like, being in a feeder relationship. It is possible. It's something that, once we're settled in, Esther would be willing to help me with if I wanted to. But it's, like, really, like, again, I'm realistic about it, but at the same time, it's an interesting proposition, you know? Something I have debated. If I could figure out that diet idea, though, maybe then. But it does mean I need to exercise, like, which I don't really do, admittedly. But I need to, especially if I was going to pursue that. There are plenty of ways to exercise without losing the subcutaneous fat. One thing I oftentimes did, which I didn't ever seem to really make me lose weight, but did make me feel better, was just going on long walks. Not like straight up like running, but just doing nice long marathon walks. Seemed to work out pretty well for me as far as, like, staying healthy, but also staying fat. Back in the day when I actually did that more often. Been gaining extra fat, just squishy, but mostly go for more calories rather than more fat. Hopefully I should do it. Just be careful. Yeah, again, like, fair's against gaining IRL because we do that so badly. You have to do it so carefully to make it do it right, I think. Gotta be careful about it. Okay,
I mean, that's why, like, whenever I'm being fed, I prefer the cartoon scenario.
Okay, so there was no anomaly. I have gone here. So I'm at the hangar now, but this time I don't have all the parts I need. So now what?
The belly level's 504.
Like, I can still type in this. I can still open that. But
wait, the belly level's the Christmas level?
Merry Christmas, have a stomach. So I'm in this place. I do not have all the stuff I need. So what happens now? Because I can't bring this guy up because I didn't grab the lever. Intentionally, mind you. I wanted to set up a fail state to see what would happen. So now that I've set up a fail state...
Oh my god, Zoletta's right. It's literally a Christmas dinner level.
Oh my, that's funny. Does it say what you're in the stomach of, or is that just left ambiguous?
And my home power went out
Oh,
and
My
came back
stomach.
immediately. It went out and then came back suddenly. But that means my other phone is no longer has the Wi-Fi went out, so I can't watch the stream now.
oh,
No.
That's fine. It's fine. It will come back eventually.
so I'm in the hangar. I have set up for a game over. How do I get the game over? Because I've entered the hangar. I do not have all parts needed. And that was obviously by design, because I'm trying to get like the ending where I don't pick up everything. I can't go back either, so I'm not like allowed to return and go find it. So they would have just make it so like, oh, you entered the hangar without all the required items. Well, that sucks. So anyways, your soft lock better restart. Like, that seems kind of lame. I gotta lose somehow, right? There's gotta be a lose condition here. In fact, let me check the achievements. Which I'm looking at right now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm missing 2 achievements. One of them is probably... Oh, okay. There actually are no more achievements for endings. There are 2 achievements left. Escape in less than 15 minutes and fight all 50 anomalies. I do hate speed... I mean, speedrun achievements are impossible with these games, but I don't like the mix, personally. Fair enough if you want to pursue it, though. So yeah, is there a bad ending? And if so, how do I trigger it? What are you 50? Yeah, this is a good stopping point. You don't think that they just caused me to soft lock, right?
They
That
wouldn't
is-
do that.
That seems like a lame way to go out. Also, Basano, thank you for following. Got a bunch of new followers today. Yeah, I don't
Welcome
know.
aboard.
I feel like something has to happen.
Yeah. In real life, I try my best not to have any, like, reduce the saturated fats. Because saturated fats are the worst kind of fats.
It's like the control pad where I would place the lever. I can't interact with it because I don't have the lever. So there's 2 possibilities here. One, actually no, there's 3. Possibility 1, there is a way to trigger the bad ending. I just haven't done the right trigger for it yet. Possibility 2, maybe they throw the player a bone and the rest of the equipment you don't have is actually in the hangar if you get to it. But that would make me wonder what the point of trying to fight it beforehand was. Possibility 3, it actually is just a soft lock, which is the lamest way for this to go out, but possible all the same. Though with the rest of the game's quality level, I would find that very strange. I think the developer is savvy enough to know that would be extremely anticlimactic if the player just like bumbled around for a bit, got frustrated, and then quit the game because they realized they were soft locked. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like what they would do.
They've been a good game so far, so unless they didn't expect you to try to get a game over.
No, they made you have to look for the 6 items, so they had a fail state in mind with that. Question is what now? Oh, okay, so if I shine my flashlight into this, it gets really bright. Okay, got it. Okay. Well, I'm a little out of ideas. I've kind of looked around now. What should I do?
Oh.
And I was like, can I leave? But it doesn't seem to let me. Maybe it is just a soft lock. Weird way to go out, but okay. I figured we'd get a neat, like, bad ending if I got here in this situation. I can't seem to find, like, the lever, just, like, a copy of the lever just hanging around, so. Huh, this might have been much less of an exciting ending than I thought. If there is a way out of this, Dev, you made it really unobvious. Press button again, press keyboard again, no. Is there, like, any sort of, like...
What if you forget the spacesuit, but get the lever?
I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't let me in the ship, but I'm not really sure. But all the game is just telling me I need to fix the ship controls, shift lift controls, and raise the ship. It's like, yeah, I know, but like, can the main character should realize that they don't have it and it's hopeless, but they're not. They're just saying, I need to do this. I need to do this thing I can't do. And no, there's no backtracking. I checked twice. All right, so I'm bored. Maybe I'll just quit here. Dev's gonna come back, or somebody's gonna come back in the comments of this video and be like, "Oh, you just had to like go over there, and interact with that," and it's like, yeah, right, probably, but like, it's definitely not obvious. Trying to think of anything else I could interact with, so I don't get that dreaded, "Oh, you just need to interact with X" comment. But nah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any object that... Huh. Just realizing there's an upper ledge there. The only thing I can think of is these robots killing me. I figured what would happen is these robots would come to life and go murder me since I don't have all the items. Tempting them to, but they're not. Okay. Why are they guarding this door? That's also a curious question. Alright, well, what do you guys think? Should I just quit?
Quit.
You come back. What about quit?
Should I just quit?
Oh, the game.
I'm attempting to find a bad ending, but I can't. I'm just soft locked in this room without a lever. If there's no way, like, it feels like the game is just literally like, well, sorry, that's it. Gotta restart. That's what it feels like right now.
If you're gonna quit, maybe you can look it up.
I don't think so, because when it comes to X8, like, they rarely ever have any documentation on them.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's possible, but unlikely.
Yeah, fair enough. But still, if you don't like what's going on right now, then you can just simply quit. That's fine.
I mean, I got the true ending. I just wanted to see if I could trigger the bad ending. It's not really necessary, though. And I do wonder if there is a bad ending. There's not even an achievement for the bad... There was an achievement for the good ending, but there's, like, no achievement for what I'm trying to trigger right now. So maybe there is just nothing. If that is the case, Dev, I feel like you should kill the player off somehow. Like, make those mannequins make the robots come to life and just take me out.
Also,
maybe if there was to be a button
command.
I mean, if it was to like end up dying to get the band command, that would have been funny. But
that is a lame way of it. That's a lame way of doing it. Now, here's the thing: I can't say for sure if there isn't some sort of ending there, but I certainly, if there is one, holy shit, it's hard to find. So, yeah. You can't go back. As I said earlier, if you try to go back into the previous area, the door just has no prompt whatsoever. It's not even saying it's locked now or anything. It has no prompts. I went into the hangar, and I'm stuck there. So, but that was Hangar 8. And aside from that sort of lackluster, so if you don't get all the items, you just can't win the game. You're just kind of like stuck there like a limit in the last room. I don't like that. I think they should have made you actually have a definitive end. Because otherwise, I can imagine players not getting all the items and then just mumbling around the hangar. wondering what they're missing since the game's not killing them or anything. Like, you kind of need to kill off the player at that point, honestly. Just to let them know, like, yeah, you're done here. Like,
7 out of 10.
I think I'd rate it higher than that. I have a problem with that specific circumstance, but if you're playing the game thoroughly and trying to get all the items, then it's fine. It does have a proper ending. So, let me go ahead and pull up.
It's fine.
Tier list.
I'm gonna be honest. 8 out of 10.
I'd say it's about an 8. I'd say
That
it's about an 8.
sounds.
8 sounds good, I say.
All right, let me turn on the tier list as we take a look.
Ryu is
So.
teasing me with macaroni poflutzka.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do my outro. Let's see. You enjoy your Russian food. Now let's see. Hangar 8, here it is. Okay, so where does Hangar 8 go? Let's drop into C and then drop into B. I think it's a B-worthy game. Though it might be A-worthy. I mean, I gotta think about this. Let's see. Did I enjoy it? Let's look at the top of B. C7. C7 was pretty solid. Did I like this more than C7? I feel like yes. I feel like the answer is yes. C7 was the C7 Nibisan, which had the sequel of whatever Sambinson, which is right below it actually here. Nibisan was fun. It had a good rhythm to it. You know what? It's kind of debatable. Hangar 8 had more of an atmosphere than that game did, but C7 was faster at giving me content than Hangar 8. Hangar 8 was admittedly a slower burn, though I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. The fact that the anomalies were more 50-50 rather than being more frequent, the fact that the hallway was very long, which didn't really bother me, but at the same time, it was a lot of walking. Does this end up in B, or does this end up in A? That's a real good question.
B.
I mean, B is normally in decent, where it's decent, right?
B is good. It's not bad to end up in B.
Yeah.
I think maybe like somewhat on top, maybe like best in
I
B.
think I put it below C7, thinking about more. Like, I think C7 was a little more fun. But Hangar 8 is very, very, very competent and does some stuff unique to itself, which I appreciate. Namely, using the low poly art style to a great deal of good, which I don't normally say for the low poly art style in games. I don't like that style typically, but Hangar 8 used it very well. What was Shift 87? I'm trying to recollect if I should. I'm like comparing it to Shift 87 now. I'm trying to remember what was Shift 87. Let's see. That was
game.
I mean, yes. Oh, that was the one that was a little more high budget with the this one. It was the one with like remember the factory area and this weird machine I had. And I also had like this. It had like multiple stages.
Oh yeah, you had the thing.
Yeah, the guy in the office. So that was a pretty competently made one too, which is why I got highly rated. It was pretty polished. All said, was it more or less fun than Hangar 8? I feel like it was. Yeah, I think it was slightly better than Hangar 8. So I'll put it there, probably there. Everloop, Everloop. So now we're just determining how low I put it in B, basically. Everloop was... Oh yeah, that's the one. That was the one based on Deus Muertos. That was a pretty cool one. I think that one is not as good as Hangar 8, though. I like that one, but I think Hangar 8 is slightly above it with its atmosphere and stuff. But I did like Everloop as well. I think this is where I'll put Hangar 8. I'll put it kind of near the top of B, but not quite the top. That seems like a good place for it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so that was Hangar 8. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I will call that an entire episode, given the amount of time we spent on Hangar 8. I will call that an episode. Exit 8 Likes Part 26. Just one game this time for this episode. But next time I do an Exit 8 Like, it'll be probably a full stream. It will be at least 2 games. So look forward to that. But I hope you guys enjoyed us coming back to Exit 8 Likes, and also a howler along the way, as it was a howler for an hour. Though I obviously spent a little longer than an hour on it. But any last thoughts from VC mates about this game?
We howled for 3 hours.
Or for blah blah. Yeah.
I had
more like
fun.
3.5 at this point, but yeah. It's only around there. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. We'll be doing more Exit 8 likes in the near future. I gotta finish up Howlers first, but we'll be back to them soon. But that was yet another Exit 8 like stream. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Bye.
And more to come in the near future. We have
Bye.
unlimited amounts of these.
It never ends.